go to relictrpg.com to get the core rules. Everything is completely free, and we've started creating content for it. So if you like the darker side of things and you want to make that system just unbearably awesome versus the incredibly awesome that it already is, go check that out. It's all completely free. For the Blackguard that we just released, that is a pay what you want model. So if you just want to grab it for freezies, go right ahead. If you want to donate a little bit for the work that I put into it, that is also much appreciated. We are coming out with some new stuff for Relic here in the near future, as well as we just released the softcover version of Ashes Beneath the Gate, a 5e toolkit for the morally gray character in all of us. Got everything from the Dark Knight to a bunch of other stuff, including some new prestige classes not seen anywhere else. And as always, prestige classes are very much geared in the mind frame or the mind work of we don't want you to miss out on your core class abilities, minor setbacks for major gains. Go check it out. Mike, over to you.
Oh yeah. Thanks, John. Let's go ahead and dive right back into City Illumination, where we find our fellow Sandswimmers, fellows, Finn, Kins, Oddfellows, people
Quote,
in the city. So, with Biz, Sterling, and Silver, and the rest of their companions set out from the Flux Deluxe with Galahad towards the Temple of Habakkuk. They arrive at the Pekanos estate on their way, where they find Lady Barkita back from school and Ismadia back as a bodyguard. Bram, nowhere to be found. Aid them. After aiding them, and learning that Lord Pekanos was ill and bedridden, Barkita requested that they get her father out of the city via their yacht somewhere near the military port. Sterling eventually left for Kadi and Galahad, continuing to the temple on foot, where they decided to avoid the wandering warforged swarming the naval courtyard. Unfortunately, they could not bypass the patrols easily and alerted many in the sewers to emerge. Successfully bypassing all of that, passing the naval port, the sounds of a final stand by the defenders can be heard in the distance as they cross the bridge towards the temple. They found nearby folk who had been freed as the recent excursions of Warforge took them away from these areas, where Biz turned one of the elderly into a T-Rex, and they rampaged back to Pekanos' estate on the back of the T-Rex. Tav pressed on in the sewers, only to find her and her group under the strange influence of an outsider. Both Givy and Lorenza seemed fearful at first when reunited, but Tav pushed to investigate the vat chambers that they had stumbled upon. Tav stealthed her way through the chamber to interact with a vermin console, a table of blasphemous to most, a macabre of magical ruination and onsword. Tapping into her warlock and bardic powers, she freed those in the chamber successfully, but unfortunately drew the wrath of a six-headed rat humanoid who began to systematically cut down many of the freed, disoriented citizens. Tav and her party, then met with the stranger in the sewers finally, a demonic entity that was built to hunt. Screams of unfortunate civilians echoed as Tav and the party ran deeper into the dark sewers. Ox, moving with the city, is suddenly beckoned by Prunus to take the city to the coast and unleash his wrath on the angelic forces in concentration. Ox knows that this may be his only chance to break free and eventually hunt down Prunus. Once released from the throne, he thrusted himself upon the angels on the crystal platform atop the city, being a bloody reckoning on the Hound Archons and Devas meant to restrain him. Narzan, down below, moved to reunite with Tav, who was being pursued, but stumbled upon another vat chamber, where he also stumbled upon a halfling group led by an old friend, Dalfin, and his master thieves. Agreeing to unite for a time, they headed into the nearby vat chamber, and one of the halfling rogues interacted with the vermin consul negatively, sparking a surge of wild magic. I forgot about that. Biz finally makes it to the temple and manages to persuade Kia to join, and she has a way of removing the curse for Ox, maybe. or so she believes. They take with them hundreds of free people to the Paganos estate, but some are wary of possible spies among them. And by some, I mean one. I think the rest are have bigger things in mind. So that's where we find ourselves today. It is currently 5 in the afternoon, getting a little bit later in the day. The action around the city is still tense. There's still the echoes of battle, screams, cries, but it's not obviously comparative as it was compared to earlier in the day. Let's see. Just make comments, telegram, process five. Okay. So currently where we stand, Ox, you're outside the city technically, or on the roof,
Hmm.
fighting angels.
The roof,
Have
the
you're
roof.
running, Biz. You just made it back to the Pecans estate, where it is packed. It's a huge estate, but there are people outside on the yard, sitting just sitting there. Um, Many of them have sort of like forced their way into Pecano's home. Well, Barquita sort of allowed it because like they have space, but it's just a mess. There's no real organization, there's no command. Galahard's pretty um introverted.
So
Barquita is trying.
would you say that this situation is whelming?
No, but yes. But no, yes, it is whelming, maybe overwhelming.
Oh no.
But you have many people here, and there are also stragglers coming in throughout, the hours. It is around 5 o'clock when you arrive, Biz in Sterling. Um, Silver quickly goes and sort of takes a patrol around the perimeter. Verkadi informs you about everything and how having all these people is also worrisome. Never takes his
I,
hands off his swords or his daggers.
I think I'll go find, I guess, Ismadia and Barkita,
Yeah.
and I'll like play him down, and I'll go up talk to him, and Sterling will walk up and go, uh, you said you had a yacht of some kind that you leave on?
Yeah, it's back at the Noble Port. Sterling. What happened? You look pretty wild. New new fashion sense or something, or
Someone else's fashion sense. It's temporary, hopefully.
his body's like nothing new with the sandstormers, huh?
Uh, Something's always changing.
Well, it's a good thing you're still here, Sterling. It's good to see you. As you as well, Silver. Silver just like walks by Maya. I see she's also into the new fashion.
Yeah, kind of. We're working on it. It's a work in progress.
Behind you, stepping, or behind you, walking towards you all, realistically, but like he coughs to introduce himself, is Guildmaster Kufika, from the Shimmermanes. They're another sort of adventuring group. You've interacted with them before. They've helped you fight in the city last time. But him and his 30 remaining adventurers are here to help out. So it's a breath of fresh air. And Kufika turns to you and says, if you do not mind, I can organize the. And Barkia is just like, oh, thank the gods. You're still alive, Kufika. So Kufika will be going taking care of organizing people. Shimmermanes are very protective in the city. They're also well known for being community leaders, especially youth leaders. Or yeah, youth leaders. Yeah, a lot of the youth join the Shimmermanes. It's a role model gift. And you've been fortunate enough to be allies with them for your entirety. Um,
Only because
so
we haven't been part of them.
yes, you could say that. Kufika does that. Elder Kia sort of just bows her head towards Barkita and Ismadia, but she quickly goes, um, and begins preparations for the Tidewall Covenant. It is a ritual spell, if you don't remember, where she creates this wall around a place that lasts for 24 hours. Obviously, she wants to enact the other one that lasts like weeks. It is a lot stronger, but it takes longer to cast as a ritual, so she can't do it right now. But she can do this at least. So she's prepping that, but she's also like giving people herbs for and some um some herbal cream for birds and stuff. You know, just her wares too at the same time helping people. But Barkia continues and says, his yacht is anchored to the ports. It was getting repairs. My father was trying to outfit it for more longer voyages, but some of the people here telling me that the naval facilities have been ransacked doesn't bode well. Not to mention that she points over to the city. That's here now. And his body's like, is Ox gonna class this entire city?
If we should be able to stop him before that happens, hopefully.
Galahad sort of steps up. I do have that artifact that I can use. We can get up there, or at least inside. I am curious to see what's inside this mythical city of illumination.
We should right now Ox is outside the city, and our plan is sort of to knock him out or get control over him in some way, to drag him back down here to cure him.
Ismadia
If we
points up at the flying. They look like specks up into this distance, but she points up to the flying specks, like, and those angels. Are we fighting those too?
No, we should be trying to make them our allies. I think if we fight, we shouldn't be making more enemies right now.
Here's some of the people in the background says, "Yeah, but they shot us. Some of them killed us. They killed my dad."
They shouldn't have had a dad.
We got only so many options. And right now we just need to work with who we need to work with to get the city out of here and the demons gone. We can figure out what we're gonna do with the angels afterwards.
Orchid is like, "Well, Ox needs our help, and I volunteer to go up there when you go." And his mind's like, "I don't think so. You have to stay here with your dad. Your dad hired me. I'll go in her stead if you need another sword."
I think if you wish to come, that's fine. I think we might be able to handle it by ourselves. Ox is strong, but I think I might be able to knock him out from afar.
His body's like, "Yeah, but he's also an idiot."
Yeah.
Jesus
You know what?
Christ.
If you want to come, it would be good to have someone who's a frontline fighter. Uh, you know what? I got some. He's up in the sky, but I think I just got some boots that you could borrow.
Yeah, you should definitely
After you
give
get
those
up
to
there.
me.
Yeah, you can use these. They're supposed to be his, but
Perfect. You
he's not gonna
take
care about
out
them.
from the satchel, or no, Galahad has it, but then she pulls out from her ornate bag of holding. It is a pair of Nike 3 or Jordan 3s. Sick ass Jordan 3s. All right. She pulls out these. Oh, okay. These are normal, like cuffed boots, not high, just cuffed. Um, they have these beautiful sort of silver laces. But the boot is like a heavy duty work boot. Um, it hums faintly with arcane gears and shimmering wings of light that fold and unfold when the user is wearing them. So these shimmering sort of magical gears are on the side, sort of like a 3D holographic neon sign on the side that makes these wings. It's very thematic for an auto gnome from Wild Space. She says, these are my old adventuring boots. So I actually didn't need to make one. I actually just had to look for these old pairs. I thought I left them out in Wild Space. So she gives them to Asmati, and Madi's like, I'm not giving these to Ox. Claimed.
That's honestly, it's fine with me. He can deal with that when he wakes back up from being mind controlled.
Yeah. As she starts learning about it, Galahad just tells her, she's like, yep, you can teleport with those. You basically can't be unbalanced. You can do this thing called planar drift, and his body is just like, what? What? Planar drift? What is that? So she just explains the boots to Asmadia in the hopes that she explains this to Ox when he gets it, so he can just know right
I'm gonna s-
away.
Ismati is about to be next on the list.
Jeez. So Asmadi says, so what's your plan of attack? So what's the plan?
Right now, our plan is sort of, I think Biz is gonna go up there and sort of, lure him down. Uh, See if you can like try to talk to him, and then once he gets close enough, Biz will try to use his own mind control, for lack of a better term, to sort of try and take control over him. If that doesn't work, I'll be waiting nearby to take the shot, and then you'll be able to jump out and grab him, and we'll just try to knock him out.
There's a whole lot of maybes.
Yeah, yeah.
Marquita's like, so what are angels doing here? Why are they fighting? Why are they killing us? Why are they aggressive?
They so long story. Basically, Ox has the key to that city. City's made by gods. The angels are here because they want to destroy it. They were helping Ox with that, but then now Ox is doing whatever he's doing, so they are kind of against him. Uh, and now they're killing people here because, well, I kind of take her to like the side and just like whisper in her like, "There's people under. There's a bunch of like little vats underground with people in them, and I think they think these people aren't really these people.
By the gods. So my dad's not my dad?
There's a very real chance.
Maybe that explains why Bram went missing. Maybe Bram's down there.
I
Oh, I
miss
hope the gods he
Bram.
is.
Okay,
Bram
but
was awesome.
we have people working on getting them all out.
Oh, that's right.
Uh,
Tav's down there, right?
Get Tav. I
Tav
think
will take care of it.
Narzan might have went down there as well,
I don't know
which is a
about
little bit
Narzan.
scarier.
Tav definitely.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, there's so much shade.
So
Look, you're just
hopefully
you're
he
just
plays in
first in the
good.
lineup, okay? We still got a whole lineup to go through.
All the others are dead. Joke's on you.
Wow. Ismadia will walk up and say, yeah, well, it's also obvious that they're not killing the people that are in control of them. There's these weird looking skull horn guys with black robes and black staves. They're the ones that I can easily tell, and I'm not just a warrior spell sword, but they're the ones pretty much coordinating those groups of people in these areas, and the angels don't even know. They're just killing the people. Regardless, these are still people, right?
You gotta these angels aren't like us where they see them as people. They just see them for what they have done or if they like deserve judgment
But
or not.
why? Okay, so but why are they killing us? Because they're evil?
That's what they think.
That's so hard to believe that that's just because they're evil. I thought they would have more evidence to prove that they are evil, except just Ismaiah is way overhead on this thing. But Barkia Turner says, okay, so we go find Ox, save Ox, get him out of that situation, deal with angels, and rely on Tav in securing the sewers and destroying all the vat chambers, right?
That's about right.
Wait, but are we destroying the vet chambers?
I think she's opening them so that people can get out.
Where are they gonna go? She looks at her estate. It's already filling up here. His
That's why I
body's
was
like,
asking
the
about the
naval port
yacht.
should have been freed. Just saying.
I can only go so many places at once. We can.
Galahad sort of brings up. Actually, if you want, you can make a insights, history, or investigation check. You biz, silver doesn't matter.
I'll have Sterling make an insight
So wait,
check.
where is Narzan?
Narzan
So
is
No,
currently.
this is
Oh,
talking to
it's a 30, not 20 on my
Oof.
insight.
So Brakita asked you that question real quick.
Narzan, he's under in the sewers too, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he was rummaging through what's his face? Uh the Blue Dragon's magic shop.
Galahad's just like, oh yeah. Did he find the items that was needed or
I think he got distracted.
oh. His body's like, wait, he pilfered Modiaz's store?
Modiaz.
Or sorry. Wow.
Damn.
Molshads.
I think he tried to.
Yeah, I thought Narzan was strong, but I didn't think Narzan was that strong.
Oh yeah, we got an egg.
Like that explains it.
Yeah. Where he was like, must be a magical item. He's like, yeah, it's probably a powerful magical item.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Love that there's no further like
Yeah.
we're not telling you anything else about it.
Okay.
It's an egg.
So with that, did you make what kind of check did you make?
Insight.
With that insight check, there's only one possible spot that you can think of that could hold the capacity of many, maybe half the city, or not half the city, a good portion of people, bigger than this, like substantially, but obviously can't hold the whole city. But is the next biggest place. It would be the Aga's mansion. You think that because you're looking for a place that is easily fortified, easily defensible with a small group of people, unless you find more people along the way.
So this place is gonna
And
be
thankfully, you have the path cleared because you have your allied angels nearby.
so if we wanted to, we could move to the Aga's mansion instead for more space. However, is Elder Kia still casting that spell, the like wall spell?
She's about to. You can see her finishing up setting up. She's like, all right, all done.
Mm, maybe we should move.
Rakai says, that's going to be a very challenging operation. You know that, Sterling. There's at least 400, there's at least 300 something people here. And we're going down the most exposed road of the city, which is the coastline. There are several streets that lead onto that road. And the only thing sort of giving us some uh defense is the ocean. But if we decide to jump in the ocean, well, Galahad can't swim. And Galahad's like, I can too. If it's 4 feet deep.
It's just how long, if we're freeing up people from in the sewers, where are they gonna go next?
That's also a good point. Rakai's like, see, I miss this kind of thinking, Sterling.
Especially if we wall this place off, they're not gonna even be able to try to get in here.
No, they probably would ignore us, but if more people are being freed from below from Tav, who everyone believes is going to free everyone down there. Don't get me wrong, I think Tav and her team could do it, but she's also all alone.
He's
Because who knows
afraid.
what's down there?
Poor Narzan. Guilt by association.
Yeah, Verkati knows that unless Narzan is like in direct coordination. I mean, look at
It's all
Narzan right now.
random.
Look at Narzan right now. What's about to happen?
He told him how to open it. Push all
Yes,
the buttons.
exactly. Exactly.
Because Tab didn't know what she was doing either.
You did it.
Yeah, I just did it. Like you gotta know magic. Like if you don't know magic, then I'm sorry. You're a fool.
Narzan develops magic.
It's in the bounce match. I'm a wizard. I'm a whiz-barian.
Oh my god.
Smart rage. Nerd rage.
I need to look at his stats. I don't even think he'd pass.
2 + 2 is 5 in some universes.
So
Oh, he could. He had an intelligence of 12.
yeah. Did you need some time to think, Roman? On what you want to do next?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. We'll go straight to Tav then, and then we'll move on to Ox. So Tav, you're running, right?
Yeah,
You're running.
I don't really know what else to do.
Yeah, so yeah.
I want to slow down the three-headed rat so he doesn't kill too many people. So I'm gonna try and cast Hold Person on him.
Sure.
Some wisdom save of 20.
Wisdom save of 20. That would be a +9.
Ugh.
Niner. Is this magical? Mhm. Is it magic in nature? Yes.
Oh no.
Oh, I rolled a 1, but I also rolled a 10. It's a dirty 20.
Oh my god. God damn it. Oh wait.
No,
I don't know if
it's
I
a
can.
19.
Ooh, failed.
Ooh. Yay. So
I did it. Yeah, I did fail. Nice.
Yeah. He's
Yes.
held for 1 minute and I scream out to other people, everybody follow me as fast as you can. We live in this place.
As it's held down in the sewer tunnel, in the dark sewer tunnel, its red eyes on its first head facing you screams, and then each of the other heads begin to scream around it. Their eyes glow ever redder, a more profound, lighter hue, brighter. And you can just see rats scurrying out from cracks around you, alongside the stone walls beneath you, like slime. Like they are just amorphous, moving through the cracks. And Lorenzo's just freaking out.
Now is not the time.
Meant you when you had no personality.
Well, she has a personality now. Thanks to that curse? My magic? What? I can't remember now.
And it
She
was
died
her
and
being
get
brought back.
Oh, you're being resurrected, yeah.
She
Oh,
lost the
God.
last year of her life.
5 years.
She didn't. Well, I mean, that's a lot of trauma she didn't have to remember.
Hey, that's nice.
Yay.
That was really nice. That was called mercy.
God.
So you stop that. It stays in place, but the hordes of these amorphous rat packs begin to appear all around you. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Well, is there an exit that doesn't put me in the place of the Queen of Lies or the Rat King?
Well, you're gonna have to be running for a while, but go ahead and make either a survival check or investigation.
Investigation is 1 better. Okay, that's a 19.
Okay. I need you also to make either acrobatics or athletics.
Acrobatics it is.
Yes.
It's a 23.
23. Okay. Um, so as you run for about 30 minutes, you are following one main tunnel. There are some smaller tunnels, but you don't want to risk going down those small tunnels and being cut off or finding yourself at a dead end. You keep going until you find at least a crossroads or a bigger intersection. Um, since you are faster, technically, and more acrobatic than everyone else, you decide to tell people to keep going on, and you navigate through some of these other tunnels to only come back and find that it all connects. So you also just keep in line going the same direction as the rest of your companions. After about 30 minutes or so, you get an understanding that the sewers are made in a very simple fashion. You have one or two major tunnels that leads to, I'm sorry, the entire makeup is made up of like sections. Each section has a certain specific amount of intersections to connect smaller tunnels to reach most places. And then you have your smaller personal homes and business, their own septic lines. These intersections, there's only like four in each section. And then those intersections can take you to either to new sections. But near the canal, it's different. And that's where you are. In the canal area, they have to make room for the canal above or around. And so the roads, the tunnels are curved and they often loop with others, making this sort of labyrinthine. Um, that's your best bet, knowing the situation, knowing the layout. Then again, who knows if this creature is adept as well at navigating through these, but you're willing to take the risk at this current time and juncture.
Yeah. Oh god.
I will say that during that time too, you come across several sort of hidden fonts of magic, wild magic, I should say. Since we are technically in this era of wild magic, it's more prominent nowadays. But these fonts of magic, let me describe to you what they look like again, because it's been a while since you interacted with them last time. Do 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 do. Wrong place. Boom boom boom. It's not. So these fonts of magic, they look like in this in Skyrim, Elder Scrolls Skyrim video game, when you look up spells and voices in the inventory section, it looks like this glowing orb of light or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Skyrim. That's what they'll sort of look like, except they're more of a greenish, bluish hue. There's just in your perception of light as a humanoid, you perceive it as a sphere of misty magical ether of green and blue. These are fonts of magic. And a refresher of fonts of magic is that you can interact with these tangible, docile pieces of wild magic that could give you benefits and boosts. And I guess, for example, this is one. So you can. You can interact with them by making an Arcana check. You can check for its intensity. So if it's dormant, it's safe, active, somewhat safe, but dangerous, can shift reality, critical, very hazardous, will bleed the planes. So you can tap them by approaching them, drawing their power, then you check for its instability. And then maybe a mild wild surge will happen. But you roll for that. You come across those. I'll let you decide if you want to interact with them or not. But you also come across wild cysts.
Mm,
You
delicious.
find like little patches of these purple bulbous plants. They look like sludge plants, like plants covered in like purple sludge, but they're more bulbous, like giant bubbles. They're called wild cysts. Um, Let me look this real quick. Something. Yeah. Now there are three types of wild cysts. There's the Feywild cysts, the Shadowfell cysts, and the mixed cysts. These things are basically tears in the reality. Like you can go into the Feywild or interact, and creatures from that plane can come through there. There's like they're all sort of like mini gates, mini entrances, many doors into those transitive planes because they bleed because of this wild magic event that happened like 40 years ago. But yeah, you come across a lot of that down here. And with that same investigation check, you can sort of make an assumption that because all these sewers connect to everywhere around the city, and that these vat chambers, though you didn't investigate fully, you know that they have to be powered by something fierce. And you know that magic is running through most of this. So it wouldn't be far too off to assume that these wild cysts, since there's so many, are probably being harvested or used in some sort of manner um, to power these vat chambers that have these people in them. Which means that there has to be a larger sort of forest or um, yeah, a large forest of cysts somewhere in the sewers. And if that's the case, it's more than likely that's where Prunus's either lair is or where the heart of this whole operation is at. So you get that out of it. But anyways, the Queen of Lies now. As you're running around, you can hear your companions trying to fend off numerous rats, along including yourself, but as well as what sounds like the Queen of Lies, and it's just a high-pitched sort of giggling that echoes throughout the sewers. Typically trailed or followed by the scratching of stone with a sharp knife, or it sounds like a sharp blade as it screeches and echoes, um, causing a little bit of fear through a lot of people. Um, so yeah,
Oh God, oh man. We're going to die down here. Um, think it's that. Takes 1 minute. I don't know about that. Oh God, we need to get out of the sewer somehow. That's of course.
you find several manholes on your travels, so there's plenty of manholes to get out of.
Fun, Mike.
Okay.
People holes.
Yeah, people holes.
Peep
Woman
holes.
holes.
Woman
Nope.
holes. I am
I'm gonna
not
stay away
saying
from that one.
Yep. I don't know why I said that out loud, but I regret
The,
it.
the closest I'm going is peep holes.
I don't know. Cancel me. Whatever.
Okay.
Cancelled.
Gotcha. Peace.
I don't know exactly where I am, so I'm gonna find a manhole and go up and peek out of it.
Heck
See
yeah.
where in the city we are.
On the map, you're right here.
Right there. Okay. Oh. There's no people exactly around me. There's a bit of demonic patrol, but we can handle
Yeah, the only thing you
one
really
time.
see are these demonic patrols attacking, Wayward, Hound Archons, and Dave was up in the sky with their bazooka lasers. Sorry, their Spartan lasers.
Bazooka Spartans.
No, just
Mhm.
Spartan lasers. They're not Spartans, definitely not. They weren't there when Reach fell.
But the chief was.
The Chief was though. That's why he's the Master Chief.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna go down again and tell all the people to head up. First, my people are gonna go up and
Oh, are
keep
you
them safe.
coordinating all these people?
Trying to, at least
Okay,
as
I
many as starts.
need you, Givy, and Corlax to make either persuasions, intimidations, or deception checks.
Can I submit that maybe animal handling?
No. If it was you, maybe.
All right, all right. Fair enough.
I can't hear you right now. What's that?
So I need you to make. I need not Nars. I need Tav, Corlax, and either Givy or Lorenzo to make persuasion, intimidation, or deception checks for the what's probably around 200 something people. There a lot of them didn't make it.
Yeah,
And I'll honestly say that that has to do with also the Queen of Lies not getting to you yet.
okay. I rolled a 30 persuasion.
Okay.
Corlox rolled a what's oh, that's not good. A 14 deception. This is best. And see here. It's 8. 14. Give rolled a what is it? It's a 22 persuasion.
200 persuasion. So Corlox, instead of going the persuasive route, goes the deceptive route, and some of the people don't like her lying about certain things, or maybe they just don't believe her. So they don't follow her as she tries to coordinate you to where like some nearby manholes are while trying to avoid danger. The majority of them, which is like around 83 people, mostly like maybe probably like 45 people, succumb to ambushes by rat people, rat creatures, hordes of rats, and the rat lord itself that has appeared and Corlax escapes with only like around 20 or so. 30, 20, 30, 20 or 30 so of the manholes. But now you have a bunch of people with you and you're above ground. You can see that there are nearby packs that just like start sniffing around and they can start making their way towards your general area as you try to coordinate people. So what are you telling these people to go? Across the way, you also see that there is a large portion of indoctrinated people as well.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna tell them to head towards the ruined fortune hall because Jace is over there. He might help them figure out a better way
Okay.
to get a
They just tell them to run to the fortune hall.
yeah. And I'm
Okay.
gonna me and Corlox gonna stay behind and lure the Queen of Lies somewhere else.
You and Corlox. Okay. Sounds good.
So Givir and Lorenzo takes the people over to the ruined fortune
Okay.
hall.
Giving Lorenzo give you like a look of okay, but we'll be back. Be careful down there. And they start coordinating the people as best they can. Obviously, a lot just start scattering, start running because they're so disoriented. They're all naked. They don't know what's going on. So a lot of them are just like, I'm gonna go home. So it's pretty
Good
chaotic.
luck.
Yeah. Can I have one more check by either Givy or Lorenzo? Another, it can be persuasion, intimidation, or deception.
Okay, that's a 25 persuasion with Givy.
Okay, cool. So a lot of them say, okay, fine, because we don't know what the hell's going on. You guys are sand swimmers. So, but there are a few that are just like, yeah, I don't think so. Just go do the sand swimmers.
Fair.
Fair.
Heck yeah. Okay. You're gonna go down there. We'll get back to that. And then for um Ox, you're currently fighting the Angels. But did you want to start with Narzan real quick?
Yeah. Narzan's waiting on them to push buttons.
Yeah, button was pushed. So where's my chart at? That's not it. All right. I think I rolled an 88. Okay. So, Chip, if I remember correctly, is the halfling that shot his +1 hand crossbow. Looks away, fires. A First, a burst of green powder is thrusted upon the vicinity. As it takes the shot, looks down, and says, "Oh, that wasn't so bad." Boom! A bright green light envelops the entire chamber, and then it goes around corners and envelops both Baltha and the rest of his people, and Narzan within suit. Obviously, Narzan in suit, but all he can see is this bright green light that it's impossible to see through. Um, as soon as the green light sort of begins to fade and vision is somewhat restored for both parties, there is this large, how should I put this? There is this swirling sort of etheric vortex of green mist that is now that is within this vat chamber. There is no actual explosion. There is a loud auditory, like thunder, but there is no actual physical explosion. However, the entire room is now laden with this thick, green, hazy, stormy mist. And no one here is a caster. So they have no clue what this is.
Sweet. Did it at least open the vats?
It did not. But I
Oh
will
well.
say that everyone can see that a lot of the magical writings and glyphs are like blinking. They're fading in and out.
Huh.
So Dolphin calls out Chip. Chip, you okay? Chip's like, yeah. Yeah, I think I am. I think I am.
Uh, one of us is gonna have to do it again. It might as well be me. Narzan goes, well, they're blinking, so let's turn them all the way off. And he just raises his fist towards the control panel.
Oh, he's gonna throw a punch.
Yeah, he's gonna throw a punch.
Oh
Okay.
God.
Okay.
Yeah, roll a hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll to hit. Let's see how this goes.
AC 14. AC 14.
That's 13 plus.
Okay.
I gotta pull up the Mighty Luco, which I think has plus 17, so I think that's a dirty 30. Mighty Servants. Okay, there we go. Yes. So that is a dirty 32 hit with the destructive fist.
So destructive fists lands, destroys the vermin console, and I will say that it immediately shuts down and it begins to empty out people. It
Hmm.
doesn't drain them. It just spits them out again.
Okay.
Where they fall disoriented, wet and naked onto the floors, one by one. But that was initially a tier 3 magic surge, and now it goes back up to a tier 4 magic surge, which is what I just rolled. And this
Oh, no.
area from the last one is already a wild magic zone
Oh, God.
permanently. So now I have to roll twice on this.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So, I think it's
I can't wait for Narzan to explain
15.
this one. Uh-oh.
13. Well, one's funny. One is really funny. The other's pretty bad. All right. So as soon as that is punched, the mist in the chamber uh, becomes like a maelstrom. It doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't push anybody. It just then it begins to slow down. It goes back to that whist. On the other side, Chip's just like, he runs away, and he looks at Dolphin. He's like, "Okay, what the hell was that? And who the hell just did that? Where did that thing come from?" Like, I don't know. Hey, Dolphin calls out to Naruto. Hey, who are
Yeah.
you? Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Narzan. I'm a sand swimmer initiate. And I'm here to help save the day.
All right, good luck with that. Let's get out of here. And
Hey,
Dolphin
can
and his boys
you
just
help get these people out of here?
they run. They run.
Okay.
They book it.
Well,
book it.
interesting. Narzan goes, they probably forgot everything.
Yeah. Um, I need one of you to roll a d6. Or no, give me a second. Give me 1 second. Shoot. Oh, roll a count. Roll a d10. Ox or John.
All right. D10. 6.
6.
Yep.
Jesus. Oh
Oh,
my
no.
God. Why did it have to be that one? It's also thematic. Okay. Jeez.
What did I accidentally do?
So Narzan, when he punches, he sees a bunch of images that flash before his eyes that last about 5 seconds. I'm gonna let you choose. Sorry, no, there's no choice. He rolled already. So when he hits the console, he's like, "Yeah!" Like typical Narzan fashion.
Mhm.
Suddenly flashing before his eyes is sort of like a history lesson, like an oversimplified YouTube video about history, right?
Nice.
And it shows a dark revelation. It shows one, it concentrates on the two large catacombs of the city. They have the catacombs, but most are cremated. These two catacombs can be seen surging with undead life and begin to hoard onto the streets. It even goes into these flashes of heroes buried in their guild halls. Obviously, one guild hall is gone, but there are several guild halls that are still up. With those warriors, priests, mages, rogues all rising back to on death.
Hmm. So he just saw a vision of this city's history?
Yeah, yeah, you could say that. You could
I-
say that.
Oh man, now he's immediately like, maybe Ox should glass this place.
So for everybody else outside, on top on the city surface, Tav, Sterling, Biz, everybody. Tav, as you're running, there are a lot of dead bodies of people.
Oh no.
As you're moving across, or sorry, Givy and Lorenzo, there's so many dead bodies. There's even some dying as they run from, packs of wild demons, dogs, taking out the stragglers. As soon as they die, they rise back up, and hordes of zombies and undead begin to appear from the populace. Same thing with Sterling Biz. Outside the gates where there are a lot of dead, the dead rise. And Kufika, Elder Kia, and Barkita, all of them are just shocked, frozen with fear. Like I said, it's very thematic.
Made everything worse.
There's also hidden graves outside on the coastline because there are some people that don't cater or partake in the whole cremation. They still want to bury their dead. So they bury them on the cliff sides. They bury them in the rock. They basically drill holes, little like sockets, pockets where they put their bodies, and then they cover them up with stone placards and stuff. Yeah, those burst open. Like I forgot what animal does this, but they build their homes and they cover it up. They're like colonies of these undead people rise from their cliff sides and they begin to crawl up the side of the cliff. So yeah, basically, the city has become a necropolis, an undead necropolis from the wild magic. And I'll just tell you right now, everyone has forgotten who Narzan is. Everybody.
Oh no!
Everybody in his life does not know who he is.
No!
To everybody, he does not exist.
Aw,
So they don't
Narzan's
even
just
know.
doing
They
his
won't
best.
know who got their hands on the Salvation Egg, but I would assume it's gonna be a quite worrisome to all the party members. They find out that some stranger has the Salvation Egg. Because I'll have to say that the last time you remember it was back when you first found it. But who's the last one to actually use it? With
Besides,
Narzan.
it was Biz
Biz
2.
2. So Biz 2. So basically, everyone believes that Biz had 2 simulacrums running that thing. And so since there's no simulacrums, that they can't be running. Because they don't know that they've forgotten who Narzan is. He's been erased from their memories.
Oh no.
Yep.
My little buddy.
Yep. He's alone, man.
Oh, and that means no one's gonna connect to him. So he literally is now in the dark.
He's in the dark in the Salvation Egg. Yep. All right, so there's undead. I'll be doing that later. Fun times. Well, that sort of sucked because Dolphin had a lot of magical items he could sell to the party. Yeah, quite the trove.
Well, someone else may run into him.
Yeah, that maybe. All right, so what is Narzan doing now? Since something happened, but he doesn't understand.
Who doesn't? Well, yeah, he's like, okay, they're free. I'm gonna go ahead and look for more of these underground tunnels to destroy. He's
As
gonna
they
try to
stumble
find more
out
bats. Yeah.
disoriented, they're just like, "Oh, where am I?" Some of them fall into the poopy water. Oh!
Go to where was? Did anyone tell him where they were taking people? Um. Then he just tells them like, I am. Do you? He's gonna look for the least disoriented person.
Okay, an old man.
And old man's like, hey, old man.
Oh, who's that?
It is I, Narzan.
Oh, a bandit king.
No, I'm here to save the day. I'm the hero, you know.
Oh, a narcissist too.
Well, that's the first time I've ever been called that out loud. But that's besides the point. I need you to help these people. Also, do you know where more of these places are? I'm trying to save the day. I've got to get rid of them. Also, you should find a place to hide.
I can't. My gout is acting up. Oh, my back's killing me. I'm typically in a wheelchair if anyone can carry me. Just ignoring the old man.
All right, I'll carry you, old man.
Oh, my gout. Oh, watch the foot.
How about you come in here with me? I'm gonna try. This is stupid, Mike, and you can tell me no, but he'd be like, well, this old man needs a way to get around. Maybe you can spend time in here with me. attuned to this magic machine.
I am generating a random name for this old man.
Narzan is recruiting an old man with gout,
An old man with severe gout.
who is going to be his new sidekick.
Oh my god. All right. Let's see. His name is. he Narzan helps him out. He's like, "Oh, watch the toe. Watch the toe. Oh, I need elevation. Do you have ice, young man?"
Narzan looks at himself wearing a loincloth and goes, "The metals in here is pretty cold."
Oh, I have to do. Close the hatch above, and you sit down. And he puts his leg up right in front of the screen. He's like, "It's the only place I could put my foot.
Fine.
Gonna have to deal with it."
You take your time. Get acclimated to your surroundings. We've got a city to save.
He hands over. He sticks out his like frail, old, withered hand. He's like, "My name is On Rapidson."
Narzan, I don't have a last name.
I'm sorry about your parents. Orphan
That's
boy.
a backstory I've never discovered.
Well, you know what they say. Orphans can be heroes.
I'm going to tell Ox that later. I think he
You
needs
know
to hear it.
Ox of the Sand Swimmers?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a vile murderer.
Oh. Well, I don't think
But
it's his
He
choice.
saved the city, so we give him a badge.
Well, I mean,
We give him a pass. I'm sorry.
he just looks at me. He's like, "Well, a broken clock is right twice a day."
Ah, you're a sharp hammer.
I am, in fact, a hammer. Now let's go.
All right. He is beginning to attune to the salvation egg.
What's his name? His name is On
I got you.
Rapidson.
Yeah, I'll post it. On Rapidson. It's actually pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'll post it
On
in a second.
Rapidson, a guy with gout who obviously can't walk. I'm not even sorry about this. This is amazing.
There you go. On Rapidson. Oh, yeah. God, that Itachi meme, Jesus Christ. For fuck's sake.
Was the event that caused the wild magic. That's what I said.
Yes, old man with severe gout. Okay. It was either that or Zarkor Heavy Swift, which
No.
I
On
like the On
Rapidson is
Rapidson.
amazing.
I like the On Rapidson more. Oh, that's a really fun day for an old man with severe gout. All right.
Yeah, so we're gonna start looking for more vat chambers.
Okay. Doesn't take too long until Narzan stumbles upon another one. But we'll go ahead and get to that in a minute. So we go on to Oxcord. Ox, what are you doing up there?
Equal part beating, equal part taking a beating.
Yeah, you're not just beating, you're killing. That's for sure. The Hound Archons and maybe some unfortunate Devas who got too close to you meet the blade, the edge of the loud whisper in the night. Gabriel is not trying to use much of his powers because a lot of it has been aimed to kill. Aklar's the same way, but Aklar has a different plan. Jowan is nearby. He tries and attempts to, but he's also been dished a little bit of damage. But you felled quite a bit of Archons, Hound Archons, and a couple of Devas. I was gonna have you just literally narrate this unfortunate circumstantial fight with the angels. And you are technically, your aim is to kill them all, but that doesn't mean you can't, take the
Yeah,
battlefield
no, I
somewhere
can.
else.
Yeah, look, I can. I'm like, all right, let's go. I'm the distraction. I'm the distraction. Whirlwind blades, like a blade in each hand,
Yeah,
spinning, and he's like, well, there's nothing like a hey, you guys look like you could use a bath, what with all the blood on you. he's gonna he's gonna
pretty
he's gonna
much.
he's gonna jump off the side. He's told not to be in the city to cause a distraction, so he's going to jump off the side of the city into the water.
Thank you. All right. Yeah. So how far? That's one.
You said that thing was amazingly high. There's a chance that
Yeah,
I absolutely wreck myself.
it's 300 feet off the ground, but
Nice.
that's from the tip, the
Hmm.
bottom. So it's a 150 foot. So it's 450.
Hmm.
Every 10 feet, so was that 45?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do this. I'm raging, so thankfully it's half.
Yes. Half of that. That's good.
All right. Half of that. Let's pull up my character. Meow, meow. Updating the resources. Why, thank you. All right, so that's not even enough to kill me.
No.
All right, calculator. Here we go. 148 divided by 2, because I don't want to do math in my head. All right, yeah, he's gonna go ahead and take that damage,
Boom.
and then he starts. I mean, he's gonna swim towards the shore because he's not a water fighter.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so
The angels
yeah,
will begin pursuing, obviously.
yep, he's gonna start. He's gonna get to the shore, and he's gonna be waylaying. He's not discriminatory, so if he runs into demons, he's gonna start kicking the crap out of them too. So it is the antithesis of everything. Ox is just decided to give in to his darker desires in order to both scream at the top of his lungs, "I am nothing but a distraction. Run
Sure.
away
Yeah.
from me," as he's cutting things down.
Okay.
I am a distraction. I used to be a bard, but not a very good one. Smash.
Huh?
So yeah, all it is just him screaming that I'm a distraction, cutting things down, after jumping out of the city. At least with him not there, the city cannot be used.
Okay. I will say that in the Salvation Egg, the old man on Rapidson will be like, "Oh, you know, youngster, you're just as fun as that Ganassi fellow over at the Thirst."
I don't think I've ever been there. Oh wait, maybe I have. I don't remember what Narzan does in his downtime. He just
He
runs off
probably's
and
been there.
drinks. Yeah.
He's probably been there. Just doesn't remember. It's more of a nightclub slash
Oh,
brothel.
yeah, he's probably been there.
Yeah.
It's Narzan. Let's not lie to ourselves.
But Narzan, he knows only two Ganassis. One of them is Jeffrey.
Are, are you talking about Jeffrey?
Oh no, not the Guildmaster. He's a pirate now. Claims he used to be part of the Sin Swimmers. Retired, but then
Oh,
apparently he lost
Delvin.
his money. No, it started with a G, if I remember correctly.
G. I think that was one of the ones that Tav had recruited.
Leon, that was his name.
Leon. Yes.
Leon,
I remember him.
yeah. Larson remembers him.
Yeah. Hey, well, he's just like, how's he been doing? And he's sitting there just like chunking along to the next place.
Oh, he's the new owner of the Thirst.
Oh, hey, I should go down there. Maybe he'll give me a discount. We were okay chums, as long as we were both stealing shit.
You do remember Ox telling you that one of the locations was by the Thirst.
Okay, well, we'll head that way after we take out this thing.
Alright. Um, before we get into a new skills challenge, what is the goal to free Ox, or is it to find Prunus's lair? Or is Ox part of what's the plan right now for all three of you?
My plan is to get Ox, I think, free so that we can have him come with us to Prunus's lair.
Ox is going to continue doing whatever he does until he cannot do that anymore. Narzan, not knowing anything about the future plans, is going to find this thing, probably end up doing the same thing he did last time because it worked, and because he doesn't know what really happens. And then he's going to go towards the thirst. So after he does that, he's like, "Well, I'm helping. Maybe there's something over at the thirst. Maybe Gleon can help me figure out where this layer is." So at the very least, Narzan will be looking for the layer while he's setting people free.
What about you, Tao? How long are you going to be playing with the Master of the Queen of Lies?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to slow her down a bit so I can get away, and then try to find Punus's lair with the information of that there might be a lot of whatever it was
Gotcha.
called.
Those wild cysts.
Yeah. See if I can follow them somewhere.
Jace will update you guys. He says that there are many Shurta enforcer holdouts now. If you don't remember the Shurtas back in the day, they're basically like the secret police. There's the city. They were actually the police. So you had city guards who dealt with like physical brawls and um, stuff like that, like actual how should I put it? Mostly like martial type of crimes. And actually, they dealt with most of the crime, the city guard. So kidnapping, not kidnapping, well, sometimes kidnapping, um, cat burglary, noise complaints, all that stuff. The Shurtas were the ones that were the investigators, so they were the actual investigations. They did criminal work, or not criminal work, criminal analysis, infiltration, espionage. But they're also used as spies by the governments or by the governor, aka the Aga.
Yeah, so they were
Um,
like the so there you got the local versus the state. So federal versus sheriffs, right?
Sort of. I would consider, yeah, if we're doing local, then like sheriffs and state troopers would be the thing.
Right
Except
on.
state troopers are sort of the same. They just have a few freedoms.
Yeah.
You could argue that they're like just normal police, and then these people are like FBI.
Got it. Yeah, that's what I
So
was
they have
thinking.
more resources. They do infiltration more than actual combat, but they can go into combat. Um, they have a station in town because it's a major city, and all major cities have a Sherta outpost or station. Anyways, these specialist investigators slash trackers will pretty much know the city in and out. There are holdouts still, so it tells you that there are holdouts if you need allies or if you need more eyes in the sewers specifically. He says he's talking to some of the officers that survived. Says that many of the Shirters are actually sobers. They don't drink. It's against the law in their culture. Well, it's against their culture, really, not against the law. But also, officials aren't supposed to be drinking. It's part of the Federation thing. But anyways, most people ignore it, as usual. Jace also
Corruption.
informs you all that he thinks that the Aga and the Council is still alive in the mansion. So the mansion could prove to be a place to go to as well if we're trying to save as much people as we can. He's gonna head his way down there. He says that he's found survivor Shurtas that were hiding in the sewers when it all happened, and that they've come across those vat chambers, though they didn't personally interact with them, as Tav did and as Narzan did. Well, he doesn't know who Narzan is anymore. Um, so a lot of them in that time have begun, and since they're already active trackers, a lot of them are being turned into rat catchers, as they're using the rats to navigate and also find these layers. But it's also mostly based on their trauma and paranoia of the time. Um, he also learned that the Temple of Tritherion, which you guys have never interacted with, the Temple of Tritherion to the south may also be a holdout, so he's gonna obviously try to go there as well. But he definitely implores the party, specifically Tav and Coralox. Um, he says that it would be to our benefit if you had and managed to go to the Abbey of Ovison. Since he also knows that Coralax is also secretly a servant of the Laughing God, definitely should go there. It's
Okay.
pivotal, he says, which is very foreshadowy. But you know that he's a time wizard, so
Okay, we'll try to slip from the Queen of Lies and then see what we can do.
um, he says he's going to try and secure the south side of the city. He says that he's found little resistance besides the Warforge and the Founder back at the Mary Tortoise. But other than that, he thinks he could rally many of the holdouts in the south side to have for support for you all in the north across the canal.
Sweet.
So that's his update.
All right. So Narzan's probably confused that he did not get an update, but not that confused because he's got a new friend. Distraction. Ox is, I guess, since we're all connected, Ox is going to be letting everyone know that I'm no longer in the city. I'm flopping around, killing angels and demons on the ground.
Good to know, Ox.
Would you like to meet somewhere so I can probably kill you too?
Don't say that.
I mean,
Um,
that's what I'm supposed to do.
if you could make it to like the shore or the docks.
I just got out of the water.
Oh, great. Then we'll meet you there.
Okay, do you know where there is?
Can you give me a specific location on what shore you are on?
Yeah, I'm on the tippity top North Shore. Between the Aga's Mansion and the Temple of Habakkuk. Basically right underneath the city, floating above me. I jumped out, by the way.
Great. Does anyone know what's going on with all the zombies?
No, for once, it's not me, you guys.
Are there zombies in the city? Oh god.
Zombies,
Ox, what did you
more
do?
death. I didn't do it.
Are you sure?
There's also zombies in the sewers too, because there's probably dead people out there.
Undead rats.
Under rats.
Zombie rats, oh god. It's
Yeah,
filming all over
Ox
again.
is in all sincerity going, no, for real, I did not do this. This is not me.
Okay. I'm gonna try to believe you on that.
Yeah,
Hey,
maybe just
look,
some
I get
weird
it. I have a
Buddhist
track
shit.
history, but I haven't seen any wild magic.
We'll deal with
Alright,
that
well,
later. Right now, try to fix Ox. I'm going to try not to die and then go to the Amazon, whatever.
Hell
I think we're
yeah.
locking down the manor here. And we're gonna deal with Ox, and then I think we might go to the Aga's mansion to see if we can clear things out there. So we can have a new place to send people.
Are you gonna do that on the way to me, or are you gonna come back?
Probably after.
I mean, all right. You are literally running past them, I believe, right?
No, Aga's mansion is way past you.
Oh, well, I was looking at it, and I mean, I thought Lord Pacanos's manor was over by that when I looked at the map.
Yeah.
No, we're to the left of you.
Oh, they must have moved. Okay, cool.
Wait,
It
what are you
was
talking about?
the Lord Pacanos is, I
Oh,
think, on the actual map, not this one, but the online one on World Anvil.
Yeah,
it's
it's
by
actually
the
right.
Aga.
Yeah, it's actually right here.
Okay, cool. Noted.
But regardless, you're going to be going. The people have to take that coastline all the way.
Yep, which means they got to go by me.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm thinking
Cool.
is that we just leave. We lock this place down with the
Yeah,
wall
yeah.
spell.
And then you go and take care of Ox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, Alduki's
Take
already
care.
done. Unless she's told her not to, she's already completed the Tidewall Covenant.
I think I was thinking about doing it, but then zombies happened, so I was like, actually, no.
Oh, so no Tidewall Covenant?
No, do the tide wall.
Okay. So a wall of sea foam and living coral rises from the ground and forms a protective barrier 20 feet high, 10 feet thick, that just covers the entire state. She can open it um, from the inside.
Sweet.
She can open it, sorry, in general. But once she leaves, no one else can open it. That's the thing. So she has to come back and open it. Unless 24 hours pass, then it just dissipates. But it's up for
Okay.
24 hours, starting now at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, as the
Hell
sun
yeah.
is starting to set, starting its way down to set.
It's cool. We'll have this wrapped up by midnight.
Yeah, right.
Hope so.
All right. Cool.
Okay. So, update on the global tracker. The population surplus is still at 4. It actually went ahead last session. It just dropped to 4 now, which means also the blight infusion drops to 2. Um, don't technically know what blight infusion technically means. You can only assume that it's the power behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But the ritual progress has dropped down to this remains at 3. Wait,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
remains at 3. So for this new round of skill challenges, you guys are going to overall still try to find Prunus' lair, but while also accomplishing your own theaters. Obviously, we'll have one combining with Biz, Sterling, and Ox coming back together soon. Um, but yeah, this time around, you're still keeping the 14 tokens to use, so you guys still have that. Um, the new one is still going to be 8 successors, but this time you can't get 3 failures before that.
But
So during the skill challenge, it's basically you are going to drive this narration and the time going forward to eventually, hopefully, you find Prunus' lair. Um, Now, these successes are all going to be only based on you successfully getting towards finding Prunus' lair. Which means that there are going to be some skills checks that obviously may not result in an actual success towards the skill challenge. Um, that I'm going to try to limit that. I'm going to try to make every skills challenge be a block or a road towards Prunus. Um, but yeah, this is all leading to finding Prunus's lair, as well as finding out what this all means, like what this sacrifice ritual is and stuff like that.
sweet.
So you have your personal goals, which Tav, obviously in the super, is trying to distract that. Queen of Lies, Biz, and Sterling going to save Ox. Ox finally breaking free. At least maybe for now. But eventually you want to find Prunus' lair. Since that's really the only thing, at least right now, you guys know of ending all this. Also, it's just time to end Prunus. This has gone on long enough. And there's a lot of people already dying. So with that, we're gonna start off with we'll start off with Tav. Because she's out alone and she is quite a predicament anyways. So Tav, you and Corlox return back in the sewers. There are many undead around you. What is your originally plan? Your plan is to trap the Queen of Lies down here, or are you trying to how are you gonna go? What is your overall plan? You're trying to keep the Queen of Lies down here?
Well, I have a spell called Magic Circle, but it
Okay,
takes a minute to cast.
that's
So
fine.
how far away do I think it the Queen of Light is from me?
Well, let's use the skills. Let's use the skills to find that out. So, how would you go about finding that out? You're in the tunnel. You're in these tunnels. It's sort of a labyrinth because you're by the canal. However, there are also rats everywhere. You're also being pursued by these rat folk creatures, and you have wild magic sort of seeping. Not wild magic.
I don't
Undead.
remember.
Undead.
Oh,
Some sparse undead rising from the poop water. Because some people drown in there.
Ugh.
but
Exactly.
Are there any
Okay.
undead sewer alligators?
Nope, no sump gators here.
That's good at least.
Yep, that's in the south.
Okay, so probably just perception to see if I can hear how far away she is. Because she giggles and drags the knives and stuff, so
Okay,
let's go with
so
that.
go ahead and make your check, and then describe how Corlox and Tab go about doing this whole perception skills.
I rolled an 11. I'm gonna use token to roll again.
Oh,
Oh
yeah, I'm
yeah.
sorry. DC is starting at 18.
Oh my god.
18, you want to use another one?
One more.
Okay. Now remember, you only generate one token now per success.
Yeah, that's an 18, so I passed finally.
18, yes. Just pass. That was one success. I will hold on to my counter roll.
You're good.
So go ahead and describe, narrate. This can cover an hour or two. It really depends on how long Tab is willing to take to accomplish this.
Yeah, Colox is protecting me for now while I do this. I go to the wall and put my head around and see if I hear any vibration of someone like knocking against the wall and seeing if I can feel how far away they are.
All right. So with that perception check, over the hour of you systematically triangulating where the Queen of Lights can be, you manage to find that the Queen of Lies is moving through various groups of either rat folk, or hexhounds, those demon dogs. However, when you get close to discerning maybe the possible location of where she actually is at, suddenly you hear a specific squeak. It's a squeak you haven't heard in a long time. It's the first squeak of a rat that you found
Oh god, don't do
all
this
those
to me.
months ago.
Don't do this.
Stands on hind legs. It's like as if it was yesterday you just picked up this rat and started giving it healing balms. It's holding an empty healing balm container.
Oh god.
And it's down the hall, and Corlox is looking around. She's obviously not aware of this. She's looking around, keeping an eye out, but you just stand there shocked, and you look behind your shoulder, and you see little Steven in his dire rat form standing up on his hind legs, and he just lifts the little empty container out, and he just simply goes, "Hey, Mom, it's empty. Can I have another one?
Steven, is that really you?
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw."
Oh god. Oh, Queen
As,
of Lies. No.
as this flood of emotion seeps around you, but it's not really your emotion. It is
17.
altered, artificial. 17.
Oh
It's that
god.
DC that you need.
Oof. Oh god.
Where are you?
Don't use my boy against me.
Oh, we'll use your boy against you.
Too late.
Too late. He's been through too much, and now at this point, he's public license now.
Oh my God, we've
publicly
released him to the
licensed.
public domain.
Yep, he's on public domain now because she's excessive trauma.
If only that's how we released everything to public domain.
Where are you? There you are. Ooh. As this wave of emotion hits you, young Steven like walks slowly to you with the empty bomb, and he's just like, "Mom, you know it's not your fault.
Oh,
You
God.
didn't do anything wrong. You did what you could, what was best for me. And you know that to be true. Except, and he just throws the container to the wayside. He's like, except those friends. Horlox, Ox, Sterling, Biz. They all betrayed me. They betrayed you. How many times have they failed you? How many times have they failed me? And Corlock sort of turns to you and he's like, Tef,
You Roman.
hello? Tef, what are you doing? You take psychic damage first and foremost.
Oh, okay. That's nice. Good to know.
27 psychic damage. And because you failed, unfortunately,
Mhm.
you are being filled with false memories, which means that you are beginning to believe, especially since it's so endearing from an endearing creature in your past, your own son, his natural form, is telling you that the Sandstormers have betrayed you, and that they're the reasons why he's gone, and why you failed as a mother. He says that.
Oh.
So with that failure, the next skill challenge is going to be you trying to what would you do next now? What would Tev do next now? She's absolutely enthralled with this idea, this concept now that has become her reality for the moment. Her original
Well,
plan was to slow down the Queen of Lies, but that's a thing of the past now. So what is she doing now?
because one of the people that betrayed her is right next to her, she's gonna try to stab Corlox.
Yep, sounds good.
Now
Talks
you
like
know how my life is.
Tev, what is happening? Please don't tell me it took over you. Please don't tell me it took over you. Tav, look at me. Look at me. Look at me, Tav. Tav, she takes out her lute. Tav, look at me. Look at me, damn you. Look at me.
You're going to die. Because I rolled a 22 to hit.
Pretty sure that's gonna hit.
How could you? You took Steven from me.
What do you oh Tav, no, please, you gotta break free. Please, Tav.
Oh, God. What am I going to do?
Roll for damage.
Yeah. That's only 12 damage.
Okay.
It's not too bad to begin with.
Nope.
But I got 2 attacks. Okay, that's 21. And that's 40 damage.
Still takes a couple takes a stab, maybe a couple lacerations from Supernal Clarity. She's like, Tav, please. So going forward now, Tav, what is Tav going to do? So Tav still knows that Pruntus is still evil, but she can't trust her allies.
Oh.
My assumption is that she's going to try and still continue the mission on her own or something.
Yeah, she's gonna leave Corlox there bleeding
Yeah.
and try original plan of triangulating with the. She's not gonna go to the Abbey. She's gonna try look through the sewers for the. I always forget the tumors or whatever you said.
Oh, the
Cysts.
cysts. The cysts.
The
Tumors.
cysts. Yeah.
You can call them tumors too. I mean, they're pretty much
Yeah.
the same. Yeah, these magic tumors, wild magic tumors. Okay. Okay. So with that, what is the next skills you're gonna? So each of you are gonna be doing 2 skills challenges. So what's the next one you're gonna do to find these wild cysts?
Nature. Try to see how they grow and if there's any pattern there.
Okay. I will say, because of the recent events and the failure of that save, I'll give you another chance to make your save after this skills challenge, or
Yeah.
before after the skills challenge. But you'll be rolling at disadvantage.
Oh, that's nice.
But like I said, you can use tokens. So. Sorry, it's still 0 successes. Oops,
That's a 12.
12. You see, it's still 18.
Hmm. Hmm. Should I use a token or not?
Do it. We only get 3 failures.
Yeah, good point. I used a token.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. 25.
There we go.
Describe how Tav uses her nature to find these wild cysts.
Well, he thinks that there needs to be a lot of them wherever
Mhm.
this power source or prunus is.
Mhm.
So she tries to look if there's a pattern to how they grow, if
Sure.
they're growing more in the south or north or west or east or whatever.
Gotcha.
See if she can follow it.
Okay. Sounds good. So for another 30 minutes or so, and you have Steven with you, running alongside you, just like, yeah, you're doing great, Mom. That's exactly where we need to go. Yeah, perfect. See, we don't need the sand swimmers. You are the sand swimmer. Remember that.
Kill this Steven.
The Breed's Home's title or deed is in your name.
I'm a
You don't know
landowner.
you don't know if that's true or not. If it is, hell yeah.
Repossess the house.
Wasn't it Ox that went and got the paperwork official?
No.
Didn't we get the paperwork from like
We got it
looting
from a
like,
treasure chest or
cache?
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who has it? I know who has it.
Probably
Anyways,
Jeffrey.
That's probably true,
uh,
yeah.
so you make your way with that nature check. Would you roll? A 20?
25,
What
I
was it?
think.
It was
25.
25.
Perfect. Your assumption is correct. Somehow, maybe to your luck. These wild cysts also sort of form and congregate similar to fungi in a way, but mostly magical resonance. After 30 minutes or so, you get to this point where you find a opening that is just wreathed in purple, um sorry, yeah, purple, blackish, purplish, midnight purple colored bulbous cysts, or sort of like um, fungi sponges. It it resonates the shadow plane or Shadowfell. You can even see what looks like to be little sorrow spawns, which are sad, misshapen, deformed creatures from that plane that are built on misfortune, misery, pretty much negativity, right? And then they are given material form. And so you see one that has like 2 legs, no arms. It has a long neck with a small head and it has a long trunk for a nose. And she's like, wah, wah, I'm sad. It is rather pathetic looking, but it also embodies misery and sadness and all that. It's a very depressing opening into a greater chamber. And it's so dark that you can't tell at first, but with your dark vision, you're like, oh, it's just filled with these bulbous midnight purple, blue, dark orbs. And it just bleeds into the Shadowfell. However, you don't find any like magical markings or glyphs that you saw in the vat chambers. More so, in your 30 minutes of travel, you've noticed that you have gone completely south over to here. Instead of going north. So now it confirms that those vat chambers are more north than they are south, which in your mind goes back to, oh, the concentration of all these magical resonances that Ox told us points the vats would probably be in this location, this area on the north side.
Hmm.
And Steve doesn't No, Mom, you're doing great. Just walk on in. I'm telling you,
Okay.
Prundus's lair is right there. Do
Yeah,
it.
you're right, Stephen. I am I can I am right. I've always been right.
Always been right the entire time, Mom. As you start walking in, go ahead and make your wisdom save.
Oh,
I
come
hope you
on now.
pass.
Really hope you pass.
That's a 14.
Okay. You walk into it blindly, and we move on to the next skills challenge. Um, I will say that it is a success. Because Corlax knows where the Queen of Lies is, but she doesn't know where you are anymore, and she doesn't know where this wild cyst field is. But I will give you the success. We move on to who's next? Ox or Biz? Or
I,
Sterling?
I mean, I could go
I'm going
ahead
back
and
to
knock.
Sterling.
Okay, Sterling.
No, I'm going back
Yeah.
to Sterling instead of using Biz.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sorry, Biz. Sterling's back.
It's both good. I mean, my plan's just go get Ox. So
Okay, so when you make your way down the coastline, since you have to assume that Ox jumped off the city, you get down probably over here, just north of the Flux Deluxe. I'm assuming everyone, including Ismadia and Kia, are with you,
yeah.
and then everyone else stayed back. So it was Verkadi staying back, or is he with you?
I think Ricardo will come with us just in case we need backup.
Galahad, or she's staying?
I mean the wall is up, right? So
Yeah.
Galahad can come.
Okay.
Sure.
Will you let Barkita join?
I think Barkita shouldn't come.
Okay, Barkita come, and Ismadia will go with. All right, so Kufika will be at the Pecano State with his 30 and the 5 Pecanos cards, and I'm like, we will protect this place until you return.
Okay.
Make your way down the coastline. The battle, the coast, basically, it's like a large walkway is just scattered with zombies now. As you emerge, you have to fight your way through, or there's no longer bypassing. The zombies are everywhere because so many people have died so far, and you're hoping that it's mostly these clones. You're hoping it's not the real people, but at the same time, if they're clones, they're still sort of real people. You don't really know the true processes about with these what these people really are. It's philosophical right now. But on the beach is a bloody affair. Ox has already killed 3 more Devas. He's literally jumped up and forced, like grabbing one by the ankle, pulling it down, cleaving him upwards, taking the large bazooka laser and it's just firing lasers across the sky.
I'm the
Um,
fire in the laser.
Archons are jumping on him, but they're just no match for the might of a raging ox as he is just cutting them down, saying, "I'm just distracting. Just come to me." Up above, you can see descending at a fair speed is Gavriel, the Keyring, another Planetar with a orb of divine light, Joan, the large owl Archon, and Eklard, who is the angel with the scales. And as you can see, the scale is leaning heavy to justice.
That's
Um,
not nice.
so what are you doing? You're about 60 or 80 feet away, Ox in front of you. What skill are you thinking of you, or what's your plan? What's your plan? With
My plan
him on the
is
beach fighting in the open.
I think Biz Biz is gonna approach by himself. Sterling and Silver and Ricardo are gonna like hide in the shadows nearby. Or Sterling can be further back, but Silver specifically is gonna be nearby. And then Biz is gonna try to cast a spell. If that doesn't work, then we got the whole team here to just take a shot and try to knock him out as soon as possible.
Beat the ever living hell out of me.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Hey, I get it.
Okay. All right. Um, so what skill were you thinking of using and who's using it?
I guess. Hmm. Would I be able to use like just Sterling's weapon attack, or would that be like a skill?
Would be have to be a skill because we can easily you can easily be shooting Ox. That's you're typically not gonna miss.
Okay.
Spells could help with certain things. But a lot of those can fall under certain skills. Like Arcana could be magic casting magic. Athletics could be weapon skill. Or whatever your dex based. So
Yeah,
what's
acrobatics.
your highest dex? Acrobatics?
Acrobatics, Sterling, or stealth or sleight of hand. They're all the same.
Sleight of hand. Yeah, any of those could be used to be in function of shooting your gun too.
Yeah, I think I'll
Um,
do sleight of hand then, I think.
okay, so the primary is stealth, the sleight of hand, and that's for
I think just like knocking him out and like tying him up.
all right. Um, because it's an ally, it's going to be at disadvantage on this check.
Okay.
And let's just say, so how are you sending everyone? Go ahead and roll and describe how it all plays out in the beginning stages,
I
like
think
with everybody that you have with you too.
uh Bismuth is like kind of standing. I think Bismuth is walking up with like Barkita and Ismadia. Uh and Bismuth is like leading them forward and is kind of like holding his hands out to Ox and trying to speak him down, trying to like calm the situation, even though he can't because he's being mind controlled. Uh Silver, Sterling, and Riccati are just like holding back in the shadows, truly like not even visible to anyone who, even the people who know they're there, just can't see them. Uh, and I think Altakia is probably waiting nearby, just kind of readying the spell to cleanse Ox. Uh, and the moment it actually goes down, just like a flash of like light comes from one of the alleyways. Silver comes up from behind, just grabs him, and everyone just kind of darts onto him before he can actually really attack.
I would say from Ox's point of view, mind controlled or not, Lady Barkita is going to be a huge distraction because it's the one person that he's like, no, you can't see me like this.
I know that's why I asked for her to come.
You bastard.
Sleight of hand.
Marquita said,
That's a
or Asmadia said
disadvantage.
no. No one listens to Asmadia.
I mean, that's why she left.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly why she left. And it's happening all over again.
Uh, why is sorry, what's the DC on this?
I
18
think it's
right now.
18.
Okay, I got 19.
There you go. You didn't use any tokens, did you?
No, that's a
Okay,
disadvantage.
awesome. So, Biz walks up first. What does he do? Does he cast any spells or whatnot?
Yeah,
What would he cast?
I think he's trying to like cast some kind of mind control spell.
What kind of spell? If you want to use spells, then you're gonna have to use a spell slot.
I think, or actually, I'll just use Bigby's hand, just like
Baby's hand?
grab
Okay.
Ox and just like slam it into the ground.
Yeah, perfect. Um, he go. Let's see. What is Galahad at? I don't know why I have this on somewhere. I don't think I have it saved here. Is it? Do not have that. Okay. I have her updated. Already updated. NPC, give me some 1 second.
Okie dokie. Ooh.
Ugh. Just the name. Okay. I'll just do this then real quick.
Bow, bow. Now.
So she can do all Arcane Bolt as well. Let's see. And she has Overclock. She put Autonomic Frame Balance Limits for 1 minute. She ain't supposed to. Okay, price and products. Science. Okay. So go back here. Unleashes Mage, Bigsby's Hand, Corlox, or not Corlox, Galahard is going to jump in and she will support using Arcane Bolts to keep the angels away. What is Rakadi and all? What's everyone else doing? What's Rakadi doing? I should say. What's Rakadi doing? Is
I
he
think
sneaking in the
Rakadi,
shadows too with Silver?
I think so. Like him,
So,
Silver.
so they both pounce.
Yeah.
Sterling's gonna take the shots. Ismadia is going to just protect Barkita. Barkita wants to go in and like talk to Ox, but Ox is like whirling in chaos. But Barkita is very reckless. So Ismadia is more on the defensive, holding her back, and Kia is going to be sticking close to Ismadia and Barkita. So she can get her chance. Let's see, how long is that spell going to take? It is Purge of the Deep Current. She tells you that she needs 10 minutes to cast the spell, and that she needs to touch Ox. So let's just say that she starts casting it now.
Okay.
As she does so, she actually calls on the nearby waters from the ocean as the tides begin to slowly, in like it fashions a river towards her, and she begins to swirl around her feet slowly. The angels are seeing this. They don't know what's happening, but as you strike, let's see, you strike, you take the shots. This moves the hands. Okay. Ox, I need you to make a strength. Is it the strength saving throw against Bigsby hand?
Yeah, it is.
So I can
Well,
use
I
that.
believe.
I can use that with also Verkati and Silver coming in to tackle him too. So go ahead and make that strength save.
all
Ox.
right. I am raging, correct?
Yes, yes.
So DC 21.
Okay. You are so lucky that I rolled a 1 and a 2. That is a 14. I failed.
Oh, well, successful. So with that, the hand clamps down on Ox. Silver and Verkati both sort of stick their blades into the wrists of your hands, Ox, to lock them in for a moment. It's like, oh, it hurts, but damn, that's smart.
I knew about a guy like this from another world.
Okay, settle down.
Hashtag Jesus.
Yeah, yeah. Sterling, you take the shot and I'm assuming you're going for like a headshot.
Well, he's not trying to kill him, but I think
It's not gonna kill him. He's a big boy. But you're aiming for the head,
whatever
I'm assuming.
he's doing whatever it takes to knock him out. Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna go for the jugular.
Yeah.
He's gonna bleed him out. So describe how Sterling takes the shot when it all goes down.
I think Biz grabs him with the hand. His arms are pinned. And Sterling just with his new rifle kind of holding down the sights and just waiting, waiting. And the moment he just gets the perfect lineup, it's just like incredibly like loud, piercing sound just rings out from the alleyway. And it's like this bolt of light just strikes him right in the throat.
Oh,
And then I think Sterling just kind of slinks away into probably somewhere else to keep aim on like either the Angels or Ox if he needs to take another shot.
Now, I did want to ask, it does have integrated arsenal. Is it like, are you holding normally, or is it attached as like an arm, or is it like a shoulder mount, or what is it?
I think it's like
Is it on your leg?
I think kind of like his arm kind of like his like forearm kind of folds out of the way so that like the rifle can like poke out of the arm.
Oh, dope. Reminds me of Guts. Cannon arm. Anyways. Heck yeah. All right. A dark bolt of energy hits you right in like this left side of the jugular ox, and you huge chunk of your neck gets blown off. You're like, "Ah!" But you're raging, so I don't really feel it.
Nope.
So go ahead and roll damage, Sterling, for that one
This is
shot.
this is gonna be
You do get sneak attack, yeah.
yeah. Do I get? I'm assuming I don't get surprised though. I feel like
I mean, I
Yeah,
was
why not?
certainly surprised by that.
Yeah, why not?
all right,
Yeah.
great.
You passed the stealth check.
Yeah,
This is gonna
literally.
hurt. So
Yeah, I can definitely take it. But this is piercing, right?
Look, if you hit 180 points, then I'd be worried.
I might get there.
That's what I'm saying. If you hit 180, I'll be worried. Well, I'll be emotional.
So it's a D12 and then it's again another 2D8 force. Oh no, he's not a demon.
No. Or is
He does also he would technically have to make a wisdom saving throw or get stunned,
Wait,
That's
I believe.
fine.
Or no, that's yeah. And then
cool.
okay,
I'm
so it's
done.
a D12.
Oh, he's stunned.
I was making sure I don't got any other damage on this. I think I have to activate the other stuff. So 2D12. And then so it's that and then how much D6? I think it's 6D6, so 12D6. And then it's plus 5, 6. It's plus 3 on the weapon, right? So
+3.
plus 8. And then I think it's all the dice. So I'll roll that first.
Jesus.
It's a lot.
Don't forget,
87.
you get a plus
and then-
10 to the damage roll as well.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I get plus 10 from the weapon, so it's another 10. So
So
it's
it's plus 18.
18. And I can also give myself another 10 because I have sharpshapshooter.
He
Yep.
really, he's been waiting for this for a while. He's like, let me
Another
shoot
10.
Ox.
So it's 27 plus 8 is it's 115 total.
Not bad.
How
Not
much
bad.
was it?
115.
I could have done if I dumped more of my dice in there, I could have, but I think I should save that for like an actual fight.
It was that all piercing?
Sneak attack counts as whatever the damage type of the gun is, right?
It's magical piercing.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
magical
fine.
piercing.
So 115.
Yep.
All right.
5. So
Rounding up, that's 58 damage.
Yep.
I'm stunned though, so that's pretty cool. My response to you sounds a bit like RFK. Is that all you got?
Yeah, just blood just
Just shooting out of my face. Might as well
Heck
have
yeah.
a brain worm.
All right. As soon as that happens, Aldakir makes her move and begins to enact the Purge of the Deep Current. As she draws, as she's walking, the pool of water begins to get bigger in radius and also become deeper as she begins to basically float on this pool of water towards you, Ox. And as she gets close to you, the pool of water encompasses you as you're there on one knee, stunned. You're like, oh, I could have easily overthrown you right now, but I'm stunned. And it begins to envelop you. It's your stun. Eldercase says, let him go for now. Once he's inside, oh well, actually he can't. He needs to be held down. So
Mhm.
that is happening. However, the Celestials descend, and Gavriel stands before you in his radiant glory next to Eklard and Joanne. All of them have grim looks on their faces. And Gavriel looks at the company, the group, and says, well, good show, Sandswimmers, but we have our orders. Ox here must be taken into custody and meet the judgment of Coriel for failing in his duties. So, once you're done with this, we will be taking you. And Eklard sort of floats in with the scales like, it has been decided, as his fate must now be in the hands of Coriel in the realm.
I think Biz will kind of look up the angel to say, uh, I understand. I think I understand that you need to get him judged, and which he should be, but
Jesus Christ.
perhaps maybe allow this man one more chance to do a good deed here.
Are you going to make a persuade? Oh, are you making a persuasion check on him?
I think so. I want to try to persuade him to let him stay to kill Prundus.
Okay.
I'm getting some mileage out of these today.
I'm spending one of the points if I
Ooh.
can.
Yeah. I mean, it's not my choice.
I'm rolling twos today. I rolled another two. What's going on? That's a third two
Dang,
I've rolled in a
man.
row.
Would you like to use another one?
Fuck it.
Okay.
We ball. You,
I'm
you,
rolling like ass.
you need to roll actual dice.
I should at this point. Roll 20 or D&D Beyond hates me.
I mean, to be fair, it hates everybody.
Yeah, it's terrible out.
Do I use another one or do I just let it happen?
You use another one if you're gonna use dice.
Let me see if I can find dice. Hold on.
We we need some luck.
All right, I'll use another one. Hold on. I got Riva's old dice.
Hell yeah.
That's better. That's 17 plus 11. Thank God. Only took 4 rerolls.
Hey, you got there in the end.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my counter dice. Go ahead and reroll. Go ahead and reroll that.
Can we use a token to counter that,
No, you can't.
you bastard?
You can use it to reroll and get advantage. But yeah,
Oh, let's see what happens.
yep.
It's a 13 plus 11. 24.
All right. So, what do you say to Gavriel, who stands in his radiant glory on, above you all?
Biz will kind of look at him and say, this man has done a lot wrong, and I think we all know that. But what more do your people and your God stand for than allowing this man a chance for redemption? Give him one more chance to prove that he can do some good in this world. If not, at least let him avenge those who have fallen to this demon.
He turns to Elkiya, and Elkiya is concentrated on the spell. And Joanne will just nod, turn to Gabriel and say something telepathically. Gabriel will then look at you, Biz, and say, if this ancient elf can rid Ox of his mental ailment, then I don't see any reason why he shouldn't join in destroying the evil of this city. Now, I am on strict orders by Coriel to destroy all evil in the city, and I will follow those orders. But I need time to, as he looks at Eklard, the angel of judgment, who just shakes his head. He says, Gavriel, you're wasting time. We need to realign our forces. Our forces are scattered. And if we want to cleanse in the name of Coriel, we need to be an organized army. Don't you agree, Joan? And Joan says, as an apt plan, our forces are scattered in disarray. We need to reunite and affirm our losses. And so Gavriel will turn to you and he will say, and so be it, Sandswimmers. We will be allies once more for a time. But you only have so much time to find where the true center of this evil is forming. I hope that by the time you find that, we won't have to cross swords.
It's gonna go well.
Silver's just going to ask, so how long is it going to take to reorganize your forces? At least an hour.
Where were all your angels heading earlier when they were moving towards the middle of the city?
I sent them to probe enemy positions. Unfortunately, enemy positions are just smokes and mirrors. It's clear that they're operating from the sewers. And so I'm going to organize my forces and concentrate in sending forces into the sewers. My planetars have been navigating to find suitable routes to more congested areas of where we can find cultists and demons.
All right. Well, I guess we're allies for the moment then. We'll find the hideout of Frundus. And when we do, I'll hope to see you there. Help us strike him down.
Joanne will actually land next to the U-All, and he will tell you, he says, just to inform you, Mr. Bismuth, the people that you have under your protection, the people in general on the surface, all are tainted. And Verkadi is just like, I told you, they could be spies, all of them. Courtesy from us to you. And hopefully we don't have to cross swords, as Master Gavriel said. But be warned, we will destroy all evil in this city. As he looks at Sterling and Silver too.
So
A lot of
got
work
it.
ahead of you.
Leave the city. Technicalities.
What makes you think the people are tainted for evil?
The angel of judgment speaks up and he speaks aloud. He says, they are tainted with a vile substance, all that are ingested, and all can be gateways to more corruption that could spread rapidly throughout the entire northern coasts of the continent. If the mission was proceeding as planned, Ox would have destroyed this entire city by now. Furthermore, as he looks up, the city still poses a danger, as it seems that Ox is compromised.
But we're fixing that. So
As he looks down, are you sure about that? You can see that Lucia is sweating profusely. The water around her is starting to evaporate faster and faster, and the sigils of Habakkuk are basically water glyphs that appear above Ox are rapidly evaporating. You can't tell what's happening, but for your own observations, the gallons of water that she had brought from the ocean has now slowly dwindled to become nothing but pups at this point.
Get me into the water.
Gabriel turns up. Off a technicality, I need to regroup my forces, as I believe that you will have this taken care of for now. But I cannot conduct war with my forces scattered. So you have a breather, moment of respite, before the storm comes in full force. I pray that you find help for Ox, for he will find nothing in the great halls of Coriel.
It's rude.
So Coriel begins to hover back up to the city with his angels. Eklard's the last as he looks down. He obviously pities every one of you because he thinks that all of you should just be judged harshly here and now. But he's the last one to leave. And many of the angels, you hear a war call from a nearby trumpet archon with a long brass horn. It resonates through down Sydney, and it most likely signals a retreat to a location. After 10 minutes, Elder Kia stands up and says, "There's nothing I can do. I've done all I could. The Purge of the Deep Curp is the most powerful spell that I have at my disposal. But this corruption, this taint, it is too strong. As soon as that happens, Ox, you're out of stun.
Huh?
You can need to make a strength saving throw again.
Sweet. Bound it down. Jesus Christ. Dirty 20.
Ox is free. What are you guys doing?
You've only
I
got
think this is-
one option. I'm gonna kill
I
you.
think Sterling's taking the shot.
Okay.
Good boy. Should I roll to attack or?
Yeah. Roll the hit and roll the damage.
Alright.
You have advantage.
Both. It's plus 11. So it should be plus 16. So 21 to hit.
21. Yeah, I would assume it does.
Okay. Put a good point in that. Am I getting surprise again, or is it just straight
No,
this time?
just straight this time.
Okay, great.
You can get sneak attack if you want, but
Yeah. That is going to be plus 6 is no, more than that. 8 is 39 plus. I guess I wouldn't do that because I don't want to miss. So 39 damage this time. And then another saving
Okey-dokey.
throw.
All right, 1 second. That 1T that I take. And another saving throw. Wisdom, you said?
Yes.
Sweet. That is a 14.
Fails.
I am stunned again.
oh, I'm sorry, Ox. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, good. What kind of charisma? Is it against a curse?
It is not against a curse.
Okay.
It's against the spell.
All right. Well, that's a 6.
That's perfect. So, in the meantime, it actually does work for a moment. You have been temporarily nullified from the influence of Prunus. And I will tell you, you know this, Ox, as you're like, oh, I can feel myself again. But you can hear the voice of Prunus in your head saying, oh, it's only a matter of time, Ox. You can play around for a bit, but eventually I will need you again. And I am very patient.
Just look at everyone. I'm like, guys, this is amazing. I'm myself, except I'm not. I've got a limited time. We got to go kill him now. I am a ticking time bomb. Speaking of ticking time bombs, who's the one that shot me in the throat?
Sterling will come out of the shadows.
Oh, another ticking time bomb. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's about
Barkita
right.
is going to approach you, Ox.
Sorry, don't look at me. I've done terrible things. Just like soaked in angelic blood.
I mean, she's also covered in blood and guts as she's been fighting all day as well. But she looks at you and says, look at the mess we've become.
Jesus Christ. This is a windy path and it always leads towards, well, you should have stayed in school.
Well, with my dad taking ill, I may have to take over the business sooner than I realized.
Well, assuming the angels don't kill me at the end of this, um, and I can break this curse, which would be pretty sweet. Was one to retire after. Oh my God, we can't be taking time on this. We got to go kill Prune. You're amazing. I love you. Let's go.
The Marty's like, yeah, settle down there, Ox.
Shut up, Ismadia, you quitter.
Uh-huh.
Like the immediate, like all of my, oh no, all of my pupils are dead. That's what Ox thinks right now.
Yeah.
Everyone's dead. I'm the only one remaining, and if unless I can save everything, there was no purpose to my life.
So Riccati is gonna speak up and says, so where do we even start? Tab's in the sewers, but we haven't made contact with her in a while.
I think
Uh,
I think we go to one of the next strong points of magic and see where we can go from there. So we can find any leads to where Prundus is.
And where's that?
Hopefully, I think the closest one's Galahard's place.
Galahad place?
Flux
Okay.
Deluxe.
Riccati's gonna try to get on the horn through Jace. Um, but this time nothing happens. And no one can like it was a feeling when you guys were interacting with each other through his network, but now you
mhm.
can't feel that same feeling anymore.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. We are together. I have a temporary reprieve, and suddenly we can't talk to each other. This is great. Let's go save Tav. Besides, she's probably found it something anyway.
Yeah, she probably found something. She's been down there for a while.
All right.
Hey,
So
hey,
let's
can any of us
do
contact her?
this.
I can't do that anymore.
I miss when I miss when Sterling was a wizard.
Do you
I do, I do.
though?
It was my fault, and it was only for a day, but it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, well, how do you think I feel? All right.
Who
Get to be a
who
wizard
said
for a
that?
day and
Was
it's
that
ripped out of my hands.
what? Who's talking?
Sterling.
Oh, look, man. Forgive and forget. I forgave Tab for trying to kill me and killing me. Let's do this for old time's sake. We've only got a limited amount of time anyway.
I mean, yeah, we gotta try. If we Good news is if we kill Prunus, the curse should go away, right?
You know what? I'm not banking on it. My luck has been absolutely terrible up to this point. But what I can say is at least we killed Prunedit.
That's fair.
Now let's go murder a cat person. Wait, is it technically murder or is it a crusade again?
Everything's murder.
Who said that? That's obviously Ismadia.
No, that was definitely Verkani.
Definitely. Okay, well, murder in the name of justice.
Murder's murder.
It's so black and white of you.
Well,
It's morally justifiable murder,
it's murder.
which is the
I
best
can't
kind.
justify
So
murder.
I just look at him and you killed people too.
I'm not saying I didn't.
Man,
I'm just not trying to cover it up.
guys, just has it gotten darker out here? Because I felt a lot of shade coming from somewhere.
Oh, you're gonna be fighting in the shade, so get used to it.
All right.
All right,
Y-
so there's two successes. You have reformed with Ox for now, but you are heading to the Flux Deluxe. All right, we'll head down to Tav, or actually, Ox, it's your turn actually.
Yeah.
You have a moment, so what would you like to do?
I I'm gonna tell them like, look, here's the deal. I'm dangerous. I don't know how long I have. I can't be taking time for detours. Where's the last place Tav was?
somewhere in the sewers.
Super cool. I'm gonna talk to my
I
rat
don't think
friends.
we haven't been getting super strong. Like this is exactly where I am.
I told you where I was. Am I the only one that understands teamwork?
Yeah, we always know where you are. You're shooting beams out and glassing people.
Oh, speaking of which, do I have one of those cannons?
Yeah, I think you do.
Sweet. I'm taking that shit with me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna head into the sewers because I don't have time to waste. I can't be screwing around at Flux Deluxe. I've got to find Prunus.
Okay.
So,
Barkita's going with you.
yeah,
Ismati's like,
a
seriously,
girl.
we need to go back. She's like, no, I want to see this through. And you are hired by my family, so she's like, damn it.
We're getting the old crew back together again.
Yes, you with the I'm your boss.
Shit. Ox has never been more in love.
Oh God, he's gonna kill her.
I know. That's what I'm really worried about.
Okay, so
Like as a player, I'm sad.
Elder Kia is going to head back to the Bacanos estate and offer her services to protect and heal people. But she also has birds. So she can send message to you since you guys can't talk to each other like you did previously. She can still send messages via birds. Um, but it's a little bit slower, obviously, and there might be a small chance of them dying on the way there. But
Can I have her heal me up a little bit, please?
she can, yeah.
Because I'm at
Let me
44 out
look
of
that.
196. I took a
Yeah.
beating.
I mean, it's gonna cost you. No.
Wow. All right. Fair.
Bubble 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 bubble. Okay, that's cool. where'd I put it?
Hmm.
Here we go. Blessing of Habakkuk. 6 features they gain. Okay, well, don't need that right now. She has healing word. No, sorry, mass healing word. So that's the only healing spell she has.
Hmm. All right. Well, she can save that for the people that need it. I'll go ahead and use potions then.
Yeah, Galahad has potions. Also, Galahad's like, Ismadia, can you give? And Ismadia's, I don't know what you're talking about. Galahad's
What?
like, she's wearing your boots that I have here.
You got my boot?
I do.
May I have my boots that I paid for?
Ismadia's like, fine.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like my boot? So you can
No.
walk a mile in my shoes and understand what life is like?
No, I'm good. I make better choices.
Mm. The darker side of Ox, right there. Intrusive thought. I'll show you. I'll show you better choices.
All right. Here is sent to via Discord.
Okay.
They're called the Aether Strike boots. I didn't put it in DD Beyond yet, but
No
when I have
worries.
time I will. Oh shit. Also, if you guys want, she says, I did bring some stuff from my workshop. If you guys wanted to buy some off me.
I look at her and broke.
She's like, look, I'm about to be broke too, but I mean, willing to give you a discount. She's
Jesus.
got what is known as a Starlight Lodestone, a phlogiston sensor, a planar resonance rod.
Isn't that what you need in order to like plane shift?
No. Cosmic chain links. She just put a random trinkets that she just took.
Is there any chance I could go on a?
Oh, she also has what looks like to be little fonts of gear magic. They're like war gear enhancements for your weapons and armor. So she has one that gives +1 to AC for an hour. You can get what is known as a clockwork adrenaline files, so a small syringe with glowing liquid. Bonus action to use for 1 minute, you gain advantage on strength and dex saves and saving throws, +10 movement speed. At the end of it, it's 1 level of exhaustion. So it's like a longer haste in a way. Except you don't get extra attack. But
I'm gonna give.
um,
I'm gonna put the Sea Rider's helm on the table too.
I'll give that to Ismadia.
Yeah. Like here you go.
Cool.
Y-
What does it do again?
It's the Sea Rider's helm is while wearing this you can cast Tidal Wave, and you can breathe underwater, and your attacks and melee weapons while underwater suffer no disadvantage.
She'll take it anyways.
I mean, you never know. You might end up in the water.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like poopy
And
water.
you guys are going to the sewers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Heck yeah, she'll take it.
Okay.
She's like, you haven't cleaned this in a while.
I don't say anything about whose head it was on previously.
Yeah. I don't know if he's cleaned in a while.
Hey,
That's what.
I've been mind controlled. That's not my fault.
Oh, it's not on you're not equipped to it. Do you have it on your character sheet?
Yeah, I just removed it, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
part of the
Never mind.
Anzora setting, so.
No, I got you. Okay, well. So she'll take that. Okay.
Ooh, I did take this off, I think. I think I lost oh yeah. I remember when I had the remove curse hit on me, I lost the shard of Zalian. So that one's there. If anybody wants it.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to be cursed.
I mean, yeah.
But anyways, if you want, you can give some of these trinkets to your companions if you want that.
Well, I don't have any left, so
Okay.
I'll
So
get.
Verkati, Silver, well, not Silver, she's pretty stacked. Verkati, if you want to give it to um who's over here? Fucking this is Madia and Lady Barkita. You technically have Barkita Ox.
Yeah.
Or you can just let Galler keep it and check, okay, I'll just use them then if no one wants to use them.
Uh,
Stack myself up.
I'm gonna give it to Lady Bartita,
What?
the Shard of Zulian.
Okay.
I'm like, hey,
Just mark
just,
down somewhere that you gave those two items there so I know.
yep, do that. You put it
Okay,
on my
cool.
my thing. I'll be like, look, I'm gonna be heads up with you. This thing's cursed, but the upside's pretty awesome.
Well, I'll take it anyways. Thanks, Ox. Um, okay. So we go back to oh no, what is your plan is going to the sewers, right? Ox?
Yes.
Okay. I'm assuming Sterling and Biz and company are not going with them, or what's the plan there?
I think we're
They
gonna go
wanted to.
investigate the Flux Deluxe.
Yeah, you're gonna go to the Flux Deluxe, but I thought you were going to the Aga's mansion.
Yeah, but I figured, I mean, do you think our forces would be better securing the mansion over trying to find Prundus?
I think we need to find Prundus because I have a time bomb.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I should like it's either I go into the sewers underneath the Flux Deluxe or I go to the mansion.
I mean, there are
So,
people that can help us in the mansion. That's a possibility. So as long as we're both doing it, is there a way that we can contact each other? Like that's the thing. I need to be able to contact you
well,
if I find
yeah,
anything.
I think Elder Kia's doing the birds, right?
Right, but he's going in the sewers, so and she can't use the rats because all the rats are compromised.
I just
Um,
look at everyone here. I'm like, who has ascending stone?
Yeah, do we have sending stones? By any chance?
the only stinging stone you let's see. Galahad has a sending stone to Biz. So that's how they're
Hmm.
contacting each other. Or I forgot who had a sending stone to someone else.
I had
Yeah, I feel
one
like I
to
was
Jeffrey.
given
I got that.
No, well, I got half of
call
that.
him up real quick.
Yeah.
I feel like someone had one to Tav, but I might be lying.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure it's
not sure.
Narzan.
I'm gonna have to give in Corlox or
Narzan
Jeffrey.
has it.
Oh, yeah, Givey. Oh, but Givey and Lorenzo have it to you though, right? Tev?
Yeah, as we have to each
One
other.
each other. Okay. So
Yeah.
that doesn't work out.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
So
So,
uh
I'm gonna ask Galahad for the one that to Sterling or Bismuth or whoever has it.
I don't remember if that was the one though. So that's why I don't think you guys did. Because if you
I
did, you would have called her sooner.
yeah, I don't remember. Well, the thing is, both Sterling and Business have had their inventory refreshed like 3 times now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that no one, I guess, in this current party has one. Um, yeah.
Well, let me see what I got. Do I have anything? Nope, that is not in my power slots.
I guess because yeah, I think maybe I will go to the mansion because then I can just go to the sewers from there. Because there's also a hotspot there.
Sounds like a plan. Two birds,
So
one stone.
you're gonna take all the people then,
I think well it's
or you're not going yet?
I assume those Ox is going with Barkita and Ismadia. Is Elder Kia staying back at the
Yeah, she's gonna go and help with the people.
okay. And then Galahad, if Galahad feels up to it, they can come. But I think we probably will be fine, just the 4 of us.
Galahad will then stay with Algakia, Kufika, and
Right.
safeguard the people.
So yeah, it'll just be us four going to the Aga's place.
Okay, sounds good. Mox, you're just gonna go in a nearby manhole where you're at.
Yep, you're going straight down and we're going through.
Okay, okay. So, um, Ox, you and Barkita and Ismadia go down there. Um, after going, because you're gonna be probably heading generally south, you and Ismadia catch a whiff of magic, powerful, profound magic. Um, and as you draw closer, you and Ismadia both know that you guys are sort of directly under the Flux Deluxe. And as you make your way down a tunnel, a sewer
Mhm.
tunnel, there's a opening on the far side on the right. You cross over a bridge to get to that side, and in the doorway, or sorry, the archway, you find a glowing blue crystal, a blue crystalline cube floating
Mm.
above a bronze pedestal or a dais. And then not too far away from it, probably in the corner, is a familiar black shard monolith that you saw on the islands of, I think one of the islands in the Tornatals that was summoning demons.
So I know I need to destroy that for sure.
Yeah, it's resonating powerful, fiendish magic, especially negative fiendish magic, but also profound, powerful magic from the cube. Um, Ismadia can. I'll actually roll for Ismadia real quick. She's gonna make a check. Oh, I do have a. Yeah, okay, I had a. Fuck. Anyways. Oh my gosh. Does she have? No, she does not have anything that helps her in this scenario. Never mind. She is a warrior first and foremost, then a mage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Barkia doesn't know what the fuck any of this is.
I look at him like that thing right there summons demons, and that thing's new. We probably need to stop that thing and then destroy the monolith, or both at the same time.
So you've dealt. So this is Mania. So you've dealt with the monolith, but what about the cube? So we're gonna just destroy the cube.
I
The
don't
thing it
know.
resonates powerful magic. Like
Right. So I think removing it from its pedestal would potentially benefit not them.
I will also say that there are faint glowing glyphs that form a line on a ceiling. It's faint and it glows faintly, so it's hard to see. It
Mm.
goes up in the ceiling and it sort of shows a path outside the chamber down several tunnels. It glows faintly though.
Oh, it's connected to the other ones while it's here. We need to remove it.
His mind is okay. So how? But let's before we go to option one, what is option two box? Do we
Well,
have an ideas?
there's always okay, so option one is just smash it, right? That's what you're assuming option one is.
I'm assuming
Um,
that's what your option one is.
no,
Yes.
my option one was actually going to be I walk over to it, I grab it, and I teleport away with it so it doesn't have a way to like react to me immediately.
Where are you teleporting
20 feet away from its current location.
Okay.
to? Okay. And then what then?
We see how it reacts before we destroy it, because if it's still tied together and its just existence is powering this, then we should destroy it, right? But we don't want to inadvertently cause magic to go haywire here.
No, that would be foolish.
I know. I've seen it happen many times. My companions have made some terrible choices,
Hmm.
most of them being friends with me, but that's besides the point. But I figure if we can test it to see if it being removed stops this, then that's a win. And then potentially we could study this and see if we can utilize it against it or something, you know.
She puts her gauntlet hand on your shoulder and says, "Okay, good luck. We'll be right here supporting you."
All right. I'm like, hey, can you be ready to smash that monolith? Because I have a feeling the second I approach this thing, that thing's gonna light up like a Christmas tree.
Sure.
Sweet. All right. Jesus Christ.
First
I
she's gonna go ahead and cast magic weapon on her great sword.
mhm.
And then she's also gonna pull out her scimitar because she can hold both in one hand.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I am I'm assuming this is going to be my skill check. I want to use perception to see if I can, as I get closer to it, avoid any traps that might trigger or side effects that might occur from me approaching and or touching this thing. So
Yeah, that's
keeping an
fine.
eye on a little bit of everything.
That's fine.
Ooh, here we go. It's a +7. Nope, I'm gonna have to re-roll that. Screw you, D&D Beyond. We're gonna use a token.
Token? Gotcha.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dir-
Okay.
Yep. So dirty 20 to approach it without setting anything off, hopefully, and quickly grabbing it and using my phase step to take it with me out of its current location and out of the middle of this presumable circle or connection that it has to the other things.
Awesome. So as you slowly approach it, you look around, seeing for any sort of trap that would resemble a trap. To your knowledge, the only thing that really captured your attention is both this and the monolith that stands above you all in the corner of this chamber. Um, it bleeds this fiendish aura. And you can't just help but think that maybe in a second or two, demons are going to be pouring out of this.
Hmm.
As you slowly approach, you feel and hear this low humming sound, and you can feel it in your bones as you get closer and close to it. You're not an expert in magic. You utilize wild magic, but this thing is just it is it is so infused with magic, and it's actually quite familiar. It feels and smells like ether, wild magic. This thing is holding or conduit to wild magic. And you're probably thinking, there's got to be fonts and wild sis nearby. If this much magic is in tow.
Hmm.
Obviously, unbeknownst to you, an entire region was just established in the city. But that's beside the point. As you get closer and closer, are you grabbing it and then teleporting with your Aether Stride boots?
Yep.
Okay. So the cube itself is about 3 feet in all on all sides. So 3 foot
Hmm.
by 3 foot by 3 foot. Um, as soon as you touch it, your entire body sort of fluctuates as if you're like being distorted visually, or most likely incorporeally, like you're being distorted.
Hmm.
You hold it, and because of your innate affinity to wild magic, the wild magic just surges around you for a moment. So I need you to go ahead and roll a what's your spell casting? Wisdom?
My spell
Charisma.
casting,
What is it?
yeah, I'm gonna double check.
You're a paladin, right? As well.
Well, that's part of it, but my wild magic is based off of something else.
Oh, I'm assuming it's
Wild
wisdom.
magic. Meh, meh. It is my constitution.
Okay. Constitution. Did you make a con saving throw?
Alrighty. Meow. That is a 27.
Okay. So, you teleport away from it. Is there any specific location?
I would probably. It just needs to be 20. It's going to be full 20 feet away,
Okay.
into an unoccupied space. I want to avoid anything that's in line with these runes that were highlighted along the walls. So I want to pull it as far out of that space as possible.
Okay. So after 10 minutes of walking down to the tunnels, you move in there. You spend about 10 minutes carefully and cautiously approaching, surveying the area, and then you finally grab onto it. Wild magic surges around you for a moment, but you pass the concentration check to simmer it down. But you can tell that it's fluctuating the entire area. As you teleport away from it, probably back towards the entrance or maybe away from it, away from anything that's would any way affect it. You can see that the faint glowing lines that was above the cube on the ceiling disappears. And suddenly there is a quake, a mini quake that reverberates through everywhere.
Hmm.
And the monolith begins to glow heavily as dark shadows begin to emerge, and create this sort of doorway.
Hmm.
So you're holding this cube of wild magic and it's starting to surge. The intensity was active, but over time it's going to become critical, which
Okay.
will draw in a wild magic surge of sorts.
So
Um,
you said that there's a gateway opening.
yeah, it looks like there's a concentration of shadow appearing at the base of this monolith, and you've seen this before. It's typically when demons walk out of it.
Fantastic. I want to launch this thing directly into that.
Okay, so you throw that. Um, it disappears into the monolith as if it was through a portal. Um, and emerging from it are a bunch of hastily, sort of frightened demons, bunch of the Jinx demons, the Hounds, including a couple pariahs, but they begin to fill in as they're running from whatever you threw in there. And they begin to fill in to engage you and Ismadia. Ismadia was prepared. She had her magic sword out. She starts unleashing some bolts to cover your fire. Barkita pulls out her crossbow, starts firing, covering you as you run back to where they're at. Um, from there, it becomes a battle in this corridor. Um, there are a lot of them, and though you can probably take on all of them, it's probably a waste of time. So you begin to move into the tunnels, and where are you going from here?
I will
There's currently
be.
about 20 or 30 demons that are in this corridor now, attacking your trio.
So I know vaguely where they are, and hmm, hmm. Let's see. The last place that I knew that Cav was going to be was over where one of the other hot spots where it was, right? Which is like right over in this area. Let me see here. Where's my mouse? Right here.
Yeah,
Um,
also the Flux Lux used to be
yes.
one.
Yeah. So that one's 86th of its power. So I'm not worried about that one. But I am gonna start heading down this way. So I'm gonna head southeast
Okay.
as best I can. We're not gonna take time doing this because I feel that since I've at least got a somewhat, I mean, I'm not knowledgeable on it, but I do know that this definitely freaks them out, so it's probably a good thing to stop these. So I'm gonna try to do it. That's what I wanted to do in the first place anyway, which was get rid of these power sources. Um, and since I don't have the city at my disposal, I'm gonna have to do it manually. And hopefully I find allies along the way.
So are you heading south, I'm assuming?
Yep, we are heading southeast as quickly as
Southeast.
possible.
Gotcha. Cool. So I will tell you right now, that has completely messed up the power grid to these vat chambers. Um, so on the global tracker, that surplus has just gone down to 1.
Woo!
Well, sorry, it should be 2. But the surplus, because the power grid's been messed up, which drops the blight infusion to 1.
Yay!
Yay!
And this drops it down to 2,
Yay!
which is
We
super
need some
good.
Tuai talks. Woo!
It's about time. Like Narzan said, broken clock is right twice a day.
Who's Narzan?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
who's
I'm
Narzan?
sorry. Who is that
So
guy?
as you're being pushed back, you notice that the monolith is now continuously spewing more demons, including some looks like to be fresh new recruited cultists of the Hibis Corpse. Um,
Hmm.
More so, there are more powering out from other corridors as you're running down southeast, following
Mm-hmm.
the tunnels. More and more enemies begin to pop up. The dead obviously are in your way too, so you hack through them, you bolt them in the face, you shoot a crossbow through the head, all that stuff.
Trying to
Mm.
collapse tunnels to, I mean, just causing as much mayhem as I can to create a gap between us, if possible, like taking out like supporting structures. This city's already pretty much jacked and we could fix it later, but right now the whole purpose is slow down the people chasing us so that we can make it onto the next goal.
So you want to cut down important infrastructure along the way.
Specifically anything holding up ceilings in order to seal off certain levels of the sewers.
Correct. So you're gonna
Yes.
okay. Okay. So as you're making your way doing that, cutting down demons at the side, your travel takes a little bit longer. After
Hmm.
about 15 minutes, you only get probably about 60 feet because you're too busy taking on these demons. But that's beside the point. Not too
Hmm.
far away, you stumble upon another vat chamber. The vat chamber has been released, and you can see a lot of civilians running out, naked, screaming, disoriented. Many of them are being corralled by these rat creatures, these hunched over monstrosities, including cultists as well, as they try to get back into the vats, try to contain them, not let them run away. Some fall into the murky waters, the sewer waters below. Some slip and hurt themselves severely. Some, breaking ankles and stuff like that.
Hmm.
All the while, there are demons and others approaching from your rear and all around. Some fly into an opposite direction only to scream and then suddenly just die as their bodies being thrown about by demon dogs and stuff like that.
Eee.
Um, so you can see that your planet's work, that you freed a lot of these people, but they're exposed. There's no one defending them. Um, and as much as Asmadia and Barkita want to help out, it's too much. Um, like I said, enemies are gathering. They seem hellbent on you specifically. Um,
Okay. So basically, we are the distraction. As long as we keep being a problem, maybe they'll leave at least a portion of those people alone. That's the best we can hope for.
well, because they don't know where to go, and they see you, but they also see enemies, so they're scattered, they're scared. And because you're destroying key foundational structures that keeps the sewers afloat, because of the influx of demons, there's fighting going on, there's things being thrown about. There are beginning to be collapses in nearby tunnels that people go into. And so it's become even more chaotic and a mess as the unintentional has become intentional as the more people are dying because of
So
this.
I guess what I'm gonna say is, if you are, if you're brave enough, help stop them all. If
Now
you're not,
realize,
get to the
yeah,
surface.
yeah. Now realize that you are in these sewer tunnels. They're not big, so
Yeah.
they're very compact. They're still
Hmm.
maneuverable for normal people, but it's quite hectic in here. Um, there's people blocking your way and stuff like that. Um, so as you make your way, you're freeing these people supposedly, and you eventually get to another one. However, this one is sealed. As you get to this doorway, it is sealed. It is sealed by these dark makeshift steel iron or steel doors, but there is abyssal glyphs, and these are just clear wards of protection to ward off anyone who is not part of most likely the cult. So these must be more sophisticated, probably holding more important people. But it is a
Hmm.
larger chamber. You find yourself in a large complex that is now, there are there's intersections where there are outposts, where there are Hibis Corpse cultists and demons patrolling. There are more sealed off areas as they basically renovated this huge complex below into a giant sort of facility. So they've broken down walls and they've pretty much shut all these entryways into these tunnels with these warded doors. And as you're running around, there's more people filing in from the nearby vat chamber that you just unfolded. Um, and among those people,
Oh boy. Among those people.
is a naked Vosu who's looking around, just like wondering, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening?
Oh my God,
He's alive.
Vosu! You're alive? Your mom's here.
Biz or Ox, what's happening? Where are we?
We are saving the city from itself, it seems.
As she looks around, there's demons killing more innocent people. It's like, what are we doing down here? We need to get out of here.
Yeah, I know. This door's blocked by some sort of magic. Hey, can I use a survival check to see if I can grab a passing, like, cultist or something like that and use him to open the door
Yeah, I
forcefully?
mean, yeah, you're engaging currently. This is all flowing. You're
Yeah.
fighting. There's short moments where you're taking a breather, talking to each other. But yeah, you can kill. You take a body. Well, how do you do it? Just smear his body on the wall,
Like,
or
I'm using his blood. If that doesn't work to open the door, I'm gonna grab a live one and use his hand to turn the door handle, like whatever it is.
sounds good. So for this skills challenge, the enemy is upon you. You are in these tight corridors. For right now, you do not know how to get into this large facility. But you know it's probably important. There are civilians everywhere that are trying to escape. They are panicking. They are not listening, and they are dying. In this skill challenge, you are being overwhelmed by the people that you're freed and the demons and cultists that are beginning to form a significant force. And you begin to realize that you are in probably enemy territory. There's a lot of cultists and demons down here. So
Mhm.
you're getting close to something. However, you are being surrounded, I would say 3-1 right now. And the corridors are either blocked off by people or blocked off by demons. So, what is your next move? And what skills would you like to use to get out of this overall situation and move on to your next move?
So I'm gonna say survival,
Okay,
because I mean, like just the last year of combat alone lets me kind of gauge how to properly navigate this at least some point, as well as looking at all the mistakes I've made to counterbalance
sure.
that. um, and utilizing whatever resources I have available to do so. One of the things I want to be doing is any of the cultists that drop when I'm trying to open this corridor or whatever, I'm giving like whatever clothes I can. I'm giving like a robe to Vosu and whatever weapons have fallen on the ground, but like you need to protect yourself. Let's go. So with that, I am going to roll for survival as I attempt to do the impossible. +7. That is a 25.
What about? All right. It takes you about longer than expected, about 20 minutes to see through the different tunnels to find a way to you're trying to get into this place, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get into it and create a path as well as much as I possibly can. I know I can't really save most of these people, but the people that are like paying attention, you know, good for you. Please follow along.
Okay, yeah.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Okay. So as you maneuver around trying to guide people away, but unfortunately a lot of them just fall into traps and you unfortunately use them as a way to maneuver and escape. Your mission contradicts the saving of people, and unfortunately, because the mission takes more precedence, most of these people aren't going to make it. When you get to a certain point, you travel sort of upwards, and you find that there are these secret tunnels that were probably used a long time ago. And you begin to notice that this is like an ancient, like underground city. Maybe it was like the first buildings of Macerna back in the day, and then they
Hmm.
started building upwards. But you come across to this undercity, this lower city. It's old, well, was abandoned, but you can see a lot of presence people have been through here. Mostly these cultists. As you get to a platform, it overlooks a large open facility where you basically went in a circle and you've covered a large amount of ground, and you come to basically what you think is the front entrance of this massive facility. And there you just see um, those black walls, but you also see large vats of just these black metal vats pumping some sort of liquid. Um, you can see the walls of this old and ancient undercity are lined with brass piping. Actually, I have some images I made a
Ooh,
long time ago.
images.
Images. Okay, not those images, but these images. Where are the images at? So, for example, the walls in this undercity, the walls are much more refined, ancient, but they're built to last. But they're aligned with these brass pipes. I'm talking about rows upon rows. It's like placing yarn, millions of yarn across the walls. That's how much pipes
Somebody laid a lot
covers
of
these
pipe in
walls.
here.
They laid a lot of pipe in here. Um,
I know. I'm a child.
Aren't we all?
you can see that the front archway, a doorway, is the only opening that you finally found, and it leads into a room that's full of more of these giant vats, except they're a lot more clearer, and they contain some very peculiar things. Now, these pipings are pumping a mixture, and there's some pipes pumping that classic ale amber looking liquid, and then some are pumping viscera and blood through the wall around off the walls. The chamber up ahead that you can see, and in front of this chamber, this doorway, there are two imposing Nalfishnis that sit there. Two of them are drinking, or both of them are drinking, but both of them are sitting on these large chairs, each of them wielding large, just corrupted tall wars. And they're just sitting there talking to Abyssal, probably telling jokes. But beyond that ruined archway are these vats, and it is wreathed in these abyssal, like arcane glyphs. It reeks of alcohol and death. The fires are burning like souls, as if the souls of it's burning like moss to the flame. So like the fire erupts from the bottom, and then at the top you see these little burnings of things. And upon closer inspection, at least for those with better eyes, like Vosu, um, in Asmadia, it looks like the imageries of souls just being burnt up. But it's all an imagery along the sidings of these black plated vats, and seeping over and through the cracks is this disgusting black and greenish viscera licked like semi-liquid. It's terrible. But you can also see that on the other side. So you have the front, you have the two guys in front of the archway, and the archway's right here. You have looking through it, you see those vats. One side, you see some things, and then the other side, you see what looks like to be large racks that hold massive barrels. And you know what those racks of barrels would hold. Those are like the exact size of alcohol barrels that are used to distribute throughout the city.
The only thing I think to myself, it'd been nice if we found this earlier.
Yeah. So with the expenditure of people, you have found what you think is Prundus's, at least his brewery, his
Mhm.
distillery, where he's been crafting ales. Don't know if that's truly his lair, but this thing is sophisticated. It is huge. It's well guarded, wreathed in fiendish magic. But I will count that as another success.
Yay!
So we will stop things here. Coming next time, next week, we will be moving on to whoever's next. The DC will increase by 2, so the DC will be at 20 next time. And yeah, we will see what happens next. See if this truly is the lair, and if it is, then all bets are off. This has to be it.
Woo! All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next week. As always, check out what we got, Biscuits in RPG. If you feel squirrely, you can always subscribe to the channel, which for some reason people can do now. I don't know how I got that. So, yeah. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.
That.